Okay, well, right now, nothing's work. Oh, well, here we are. Ah, hi. Oh, I'm huge. Hold on. Shrink! And begin! Phrase! Alright, that's like normalish size, probably. Yeah, no problem, Niles. You know, it happens, and I appreciate you just being here to say hi at the very least, and also Fanter, hello, and also Knight Rider. It's been a bit. Hello, Kelly, hi, Sushi, hi. I believe that covers about everyone that oh my god, is my controller still not... Oh, no, there it goes. Game is supremely quiet. Hold on. Okay, that works. Tip, tip, tap. It's gonna be loud as fuck, though, probably. Oh my god. Oh, right. So last stream, the last ending C, or D, actually. C and D, like, do you need to do D to get the last ending E? C is technically optional, but we watched it on YouTube because I forgot to go back and do C before I watched D. It doesn't, whatever. But at the end of last stream, so at the end of ending D, you have to, like, Kaine's fucking dying, right? And you have to sacrifice, like, your existence to save Kaine. So you do that, and all your save data gets erased. So now we gotta start a new game, and we'll just do it on good old normal. And if you go and you try and type in Adam, which was my name in the save files that got fucking deleted, it says, oh, you can't do that. So we gotta go with another name. I mean, we'll just go with Eve. I suppose that would make sense. Yes. So her name is Eve. Yes. I could have also just went with, like, Adam 2. That would have been slightly more humorous, I believe, but it's a little late for that, isn't it? So, to get ending E, we have to play, like, the first third of this game. And then we start doing ending E things. It's very contrived. It's very Yoko Taro, though. Hello, Brayden. Hold on. Man, my PC fans are getting a little dirty. I gotta, like, fucking dust them out, but I have to take off my PC covers for that, which isn't that big of a deal. I guess I'm gonna have to do that anyways sometime here soon, because I'm getting, like, 16 more gigabytes of RAM soon to stuff in this bad boy. But, you know. We've seen all this already. I actually don't need to... The cutscenes are the exact same up until a point, so we can just, like, skip shit. Oh, man, isn't that loud? It sure is.
I'll kill you all.
Nah, it's still a little loud. Hold on. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. How do I do anything again? Our hits don't, like, insta-kill enemies anymore. They're so excited for the bridge, that bridge with the, right. we do go there, like, 2 more times, I think. So, yeah.
Damn. How many of these things are there?
Oh, there is a few.
Keep coming.
It took me a second to remember what you're talking about, but yeah, this is... Oh man, I'm dead. I can't believe it. Look at that. I can now... I've got Dark Hand now. Holy shit, wabam. Bazinga moment? I think so.
Anyone hurt Yona?
That's fucking sick, dude. I love this little dodge move where you, like, whoosh behind them. That's like 99% of the enjoyment I get out of this combat system. It's a little late. I've talked about the combat system before, like 2 or 3 times already while streaming this game, and it's like absolutely serviceable. It's fine. It's a combat system, but like, I don't know. Neither of the Nier games am I like, yo, this is some good gameplay. You know what I mean? It's like you're more there for like, oh, the mystery of the story and whatever. And the gameplay's fine, but it's like a hack and slash beat 'em up-y whatever, and you know, you can only do so much with those because it's only a matter of time before almost any player finds out what their preferred combo is and then exclusively uses that just because you want to use what's easiest. Yeah, you know how it is. How's it going? It's going pretty good, Pete. I before E accepting gaming. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you hanging. Dude, Warframe ult? Now, I don't know very much about Warframe, but yes, apparently. If this, I assume this is what you're referring to. Yeah, you can do a lot more spells or whatever, like a lot more varied attacks than what I did, but like, that attack is probably objectively not like the best one. Most of the time when you're fighting enemies, you're not dealing with a big horde like this, so it's less useful. But yeah, there's a few. I don't even know if I have access to changing my spells on command yet. I don't know. It doesn't really fucking matter. Whatever. We're just getting in here. Oh, fuck you. Poured 1,000 hours into Warframe and you have stopped playing it, thankfully. Oh, the curse has been absolved. I never played Warframe. Is that a free to play? I assume it probably is. Most games that people put like thousands of hours into are typically free to play. Not always. I feel like as a rule of thumb that's how that works. For whatever reason. Where's my $60 game where I can put thousands of hours into? Okay, well, some people will be like, that's Skyrim, but it's like, fuck you. I don't fuck you. Although it is harder to justify that, like, you know, now that like Overwatch 2 and shit, free to play with a shit ton of microtransactions. Well, right. I mean, naturally, yeah. That is the thing, though, is that it's hard to make a game like Overwatch or Warframe or fucking Apex, you know, and like charge money for it now. I feel like because you know it's like you just because if you make a game and even if you charge only like $40 for it or whatever, then people are gonna be like, well, why would I pay $40 for this when I can play this more like popular option that doesn't have the exact same gameplay or anything, but is also just like probably a somewhat similar slash, you know, of similar enjoyment. You get what I mean? A free fighting game. Oh man, not those character microtransactions. That one's harder. That one's weird to put a free-to-play formula of. I get it. And I mean, I think Street Fighter V already kind of did the whole like microtransaction for fighters things, and if you really want, you could abstract it down to the same thing as like, look, it's like DLC, but like not. But I don't know, for a fighting game, it's like I feel like you just miss out on so much without different characters. Although League does that shit, doesn't it? Like a lot of MOBAs do that, where they're like, oh, you get like 3 characters. You have to pay money for like all the other fucking ones. Have fun with that. Wow. Look at this fit. Goated. You gotta grind for the characters, all free though. Right, but like, can you speed up progression of getting the characters with money? See, then it's like, they're more or less paid.
Yona,
I know that they aren't actually paid, but it's like,
Okay, I'm fine.
you know, if people want to play a character, I feel like,
Okay, good.
I don't know, a lot of people are more inclined to just pay for it immediately.
Look at this.
You've got a different local to go to. A local for what?
is that
Oh, we don't need to watch this. I forget. We don't care about cutscenes anymore. When I tried playing League like one time 5 years ago or some shit, probably, I don't know. I played like one character as like an alien dude, I think. Like not a xenomorph, but an alien dude. And I don't know, it's just like, all right, this is fine. But like if I could have played more characters from the get-go, maybe I would have stuck with League for a bit more. I don't know. Probably not. It did not interest me that much. A Fox player. Yeah, shut up. I get ya. Shut up. Fuck you. Fire. So true. Big. I should save actually. So I was talking about Smash earlier in the Discord, and like I don't hate. Well, I don't hate Smash at all. But I'm just like, you know, I'm better than all my friends, but I'm not good enough to actually play with anyone who, you know, plays the game like even semi-competitively typically. So I just kind of don't have that many people to play with, and it is fun when it gets played with friends, even if I'm playing with friends who are better than me or something. I don't mind it. I don't mind losing or anything.
Good morning.
I don't.
Oh, anyway.
If it's with a friend, typically, anyways. Where am I going?
Would you like
Shut up! Fuck you. I hate you.
Well,
You don't.
What was I talking about? Oh right, I don't know. I can't play Smash very much anymore because I don't have people to play it with constantly every time I want to play it, I guess is what I'm getting at. But I think it's fun.
I just
Look, you
really
anyway.
You're just getting into Guilty Gear Strive. That's how you were, start bridging into competitive because you liked the content it produced and the people seemed fun, ended up really liking it. I don't know. It's like I put like a couple thousand hours into Smash 4, but even after all of that, like I wasn't good at it really. I don't think. And I don't know if it's because like I don't know, I don't try and do better. I mean that's probably part of it, is I don't make a conscious effort to try and do better or anything. You know, is that like I just play and I'm like, oh well, if I just like play, I'll just get better over time. But I think I kind of reached maybe a wall where that doesn't really help me improve that much. It doesn't really matter though. I've only put like a couple hundred, maybe 300 hours in the like Smash Ultimate. What am I doing again? All right, aren't I trying to get like fucking mutton? Look at that bitch. He's fucking dead. Silly Billy. Ooh, Billy. That reminds me of the goat from Hoodwinked. Because he's a mountain goat. And he's, you know, he sings a song and he has a banjo, I think, and they ride a little roller coaster together, you know. They ride a minecart, but it's like, it's a roller coaster, you know what I mean? You're trying to have fun and that's the point? Well, that's fair. Unfortunately, some of us need a false sense of validation for being good at something to have fun. That is also sometimes true, yes. What am I doing here? What am I trying to do? I think I'm trying to get mutton, but like, Hey, look at us. We're young again, by the way, because we started a new game. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I gotta like look at what I'm doing. Orders? I can order call. I can call animals to me? What the fuck? That's a thing. Why is that a feature? Who put that in? Alright, sure. I still don't know what I'm doing. I wasn't looking at the dialogue because I don't need to look at the dialogue. If you've got around 500 in Ultimate. If you had the amount of VOD review you've done, that probably goes up a couple hundred. Smash 4, I just like, there was a point in my life where like I would get home.
I better get this.
Okay, I was just supposed to get a bunch of mine. I would get home and I would play Smash because I had nothing else to do really, and then I would sleep, and that was just like me for a year or two maybe And so I amassed a lot of hours on Smash. I also had a lot more friends at that time who, like a lot more online friends who wanted to play Smash or play games with me in general. Well, we did it. Shut up. But alas, I'm not really in contact with those people anymore. Not because they didn't do anything bad. It's just like, well, I don't know, you grow apart, people start getting fucking like livelihoods, you know, and like bigger responsibilities, and then, I mean, you know how it is. It's very sad. Smash 4 had good online. Did it? Like, do you mean network-wise, or like multiplayer options? Because I mean, network-wise, I don't recall it being any better. I suppose, the system of like choosing maps and stuff, though, that you would play on, stages rather, was better though. And choosing the characters and rule sets and everything, because you had, like, you know, For Glory, you know, whatever. Network-wise, I don't remember it being any better network-wise than Ultimate. I remember them. I feel like they were about the same.
Here's that mutton you wanted. Oh, and
But you know, I can't really say I've had a super positive experience with like any Nintendo Online, which it's like Splatoon is obviously some of the better. I mean, it fucking better be some of the better. Has delay-based netcode. Smash 4 doesn't. Oh, I did not know. You know, Splatoon's kind of whole thing is rooted on online, so it has to be some of the better shit. But like, it's not good. It's okay. I mean, you don't usually see people like fucking jumping around and stuff unless their internet is like really shit. But you get disconnects a whole lot. Like 1 in 5 might be a little much. But listen, too many matches just get disconnected. You just have you know, where it's like, oh, sorry, you couldn't fucking play the game because someone decided to have shitty internet or something.
That's all.
I feel like I'm not making total coherent sense, but you know, one of the few reasons you refuse to play Smash Ultimate Online. Yeah, I haven't played a ton of the online. I don't mind playing online if it's with friends. Like I said, I don't really notice too much of a problem if like in a one-to-one connection with like friends or something. It's just when you go online and try and play with random people, and then, you know, like you get input lag that's like 3 seconds long, or, you know, you get like 3 frames a second or something.
Well, because I try. So, that's a
I get if I
little.
sure.
It's
That always sucks. Nintendo server moment. Yeah. Yeah, Mario Kart does the same thing also. Mario Kart has the exact same problem. But oh well. It's unfortunate because you really want, like, I want to see Nintendo doing well, and they are doing well. But like, I want to see their, you know, the technical side of things. I want to see them have competence in those areas. You know, and I want to be able to say like, oh, you know, and yeah, Nintendo's pretty epic and cool, but sometimes they just aren't. I like a lot of their games, obviously. And I really don't mind that the Switch is, quote unquote, underpowered because it's a fucking, you know, like the half-inch wide, or half-inch thick, I guess you would say,
I'm sure.
you know, like 8-inch tablet or whatever.
wait,
Yes, one of.
I'll go.
If you're up for it.
I'll be fine. I'm as strong. Heck.
Oh, anyway.
Yep.
Where am I going? The map will tell me. You know, I don't mind the Switch being underpowered in itself. I don't think that's a problem. I really wish I need to get. Let me finish my thought before I move on to the next one, if I can remember. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to see, I mean, the Switch is doing fine, actually. The Switch is doing really good. It's not like I can be like, oh, you know, everyone shits on the Switch, because that's not true. You know, like, objectively, it's not. But a lot of people refuse to play games just because, on the Switch or buy Switch, just because it's like, oh, well, you know, it's not, like, strong and graphically epic. And it's like, that's a problem if, you know, admittedly, that is a problem for people who play a lot of third parties, because a lot of third parties don't come to the Switch, and when they do, they're just, like, inferior versions of them. Because it's the fucking Switch. But, like, yeah, also, I do kind of want to just see some, like, you know, really high-definition, good-looking Nintendo games at the same time, you know? Like, I think a really nice-looking Zelda game would be fun.
Okay, that should.
I mean, you could, like, fucking, I don't know, have RTX Mario or something, but it's like, Odyssey already looks good. And I don't know, unless you wanted to put Mario in, like, a Sonic Frontiers environment or something's real. I don't feel like the, you know, graphical fidelity really needs to go up any on a Mario game. Anyways, speaking of fidelity, my chat box, or my chat overlay, whatever, is really crusty looking. And it doesn't help that I'm only streaming at 720p and the bitrate that I am. I really need to figure out why that is. I'm using stream elements for it, but like it just looks wrong. It just looks crusty, and I don't know why. I was using Streamlabs previously, I think. But, you know, exclusively just for the chat stuff. And then I switched off of Stream Elements recently, like a month ago or something, because I was like, oh, I didn't know I was still using Stream Elements. I remember, or Streamlabs, my bad, because Streamlabs is like a shitty company or organization or whatever it is. I feel like I talk and I don't make sense. I feel like I don't know, like, people don't know what I'm talking about, because I just start talking and words come out of my mouth, and it's like, I think I'm talking and making sense, but I don't know if I actually am. Like, I try and remember the words that just spat out of my mouth, and I'm like, did I say things that were coherent? In any case, I had Streamlabs, and then I switched off of Streamlabs pretty much mainly after the whole Streamlabs stuff last year, where people were like, oh, Streamlabs sucks because they're using a bunch of, like, they basically rip off a bunch of other people's shit. And so it was like, oh, okay. And then I thought I switched to Stream Elements for chat, but I discovered like a month ago that I actually wasn't. I don't know how I thought I was, but I wasn't, but I think that was just the case. And so now I'm using Stream Elements chat overlay, but it just looks crusty. And I don't know how to uncrustify it, but I don't want to use Streamlabs just for, you know, presentation's sake, because then I would like to not support Streamlabs if I can help it. I'm sure there's a way to uncrustify it. I feel like I cannot be the only person that was like, oh man, how do I uncrustify Streamlabs text? But like, I looked it up and people were like, oh, you know, just set it to the resolution of your entire screen, and I did that, but then it gets too tiny. It's too small. So then I you know, make the resolution bigger or whatever. And then it like crustifies it. I don't know. I have to play around with it. I need to remember to play around with it, but then I always forget to. I just forget it's something that I need to do. Just like I forget, you know, oh, I wanted to play this game, or I forget, oh, I wanted to watch an episode of this. I forgot that I was supposed to have fun. I forgot that I was supposed to do a responsibility. You know, it happens. Gotta code my own Uncrustifier Stream Elements extent. That's right. I gotta use C, and I gotta use curl as to call the Twitch API. I believe it was Sushi that suggested a coding stream, and I think a coding stream could maybe work if it was for like a really funny mod, like something stupid, you know? Maybe like there's the Gangnam Style and Sonic Frontiers. That'd be, you know, like that. If I was making a type of mod like that, that'd be funny for people to see. But like otherwise, you know, I don't feel like a coding stream where I'm like, I'm trying to problem solve this code would do very well. You know, like, I gotta figure out how to optimize this, guys. How am I supposed to make a fucking, a merge sort without using any arrays? Man, guys, how do I do this one? I don't think that would be quite as entertaining. Leak code stream for the group suffering. Ada. It could be ADA. I don't actually know, but I think Ada is funny-ish. It's funny. Look at this bridge. This isn't the bridge, though, Sushi. We'll get to the bridge soon, but it's not this one. Don't worry. This is a cool shot. This game does look really good. Like, look at this shot. I think I maybe even paused here before, actually. Like, when I first got to this shot last stream, and I was like, look at this. But no, it does look really fucking good. And also, I have to point out that, as I mentioned last stream, the Sonic Frontiers in this game use, like, I don't know. They're very similar looking. Someone complained about, I was watching, I think as some call me Johnny's review of Sonic Frontiers, or his thoughts and whatever. And a lot of people, it seems, don't like the cyberspace levels, like the more traditional boost formula Sonic levels or whatever. Language is called that because of Ada Lovelace IRC. Okay, I see you. But I don't know. I mean, like, I think that the physics were, like, janky, and the speed felt a little weird at first, but once you got used to the speed, I kind of enjoyed it. The stages were not the best thing ever, but I had some genuine fun with a decent amount of them. Because I think I mentioned this before, but it's like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, they're too slow now. They feel weird. But before, I feel like I couldn't, in like normal Sonic, normal boost formula Sonic, not Frontiers, I feel like I'm going so fast that like I don't know where to fucking jump. Like I just cannot react to things.
There are shades here too?
But I can with Frontiers just because it's slower and by extension clunkier, but I mean I still think I like it for it in a way. I don't know if I have the ability to knock down guys yet. Hold on. We'll find out. Is the game loud? Nah, it's fine. Oh no, I can knock down guys. Look at that. We still got our wombo combo. Wombo combo, haha. I used to not be obsessed with that video exactly, but man, there was a time in like 2014, 2015 where I fucking loved that video where he was like the super fighting robot Mega Man at the fucking like Nintendo Invitationals at E3 or whatever it was. And we saw like I think maybe Mega Man's Ultimate or what do you call it? Not Ultimate, Final Smash for like the first time. I was so, man, I've talked about it on stream before, and I think it's just like a state of mind because I was, you know, younger, because I had more time to look for, more time to look forward to these things or whatever. And just, I don't know, just cause it was the way it was, but I was super fucking, The Wii U era of Nintendo, if you want to call it that, I kept so up to date with like all the games and everything that was coming out, and it was so exciting. And I'm sad because I've lost that magic. I don't watch Nintendo Directs, and I don't get excited for games that I won't play anymore. You know what I mean? Like before, I would see a game and I wouldn't even necessarily want to play it, but I'd be like, oh, that's cool that that's a thing that exists. You know what I mean? And now it's like, I don't care most of the time. If it's not like fucking, you know, a big game announcement, you know, first party IP, I don't care as much. It's like almost at all. And I don't know. I just, in general, I don't get as excited for games just because, I don't know, I feel like there's less games that potentially interest me. And I think part of that is because I have access to buy any game that I want, you know, whenever. Like, I don't need to wait for a holiday or, you know, for me to come into, like, money, you know, from a relative or something to buy a game anymore. It's not as exclusive. I can just buy a game, and I play so many games now. So many different games to where it's like, I feel like if I get into a game, then it's just less exciting because it's like, I mean, depending, you know. But it's not as big of an event whenever I start a new game. It's like, oh, that, you know, this is neat. This is cool. But it's just not the same. But I don't know. I'm not big into the psychology of it all. I'm just kind of spouting shit. Oh, I mentioned this like maybe one time on Twitter, maybe also one time on Discord, but I was that entertained by it that I have to mention it here too. I watched like 4-hour Wizards of Waverly Place retrospective where they basically go episode by episode of every episode in the show for like 2 seasons. And that's only part 1. There's a second part that will come out at some point. I don't know when. But I am unironically looking forward to it. Wizards of Waverly Place is like something that I hadn't really thought about in a long time. But, like, I think it was definitely one of my favorite, like, sitcoms growing up. You know what I mean? Like, it was up there. Because a lot of them would just come on and it'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But Wizards of Waverly Place was kind of entertaining. Because it was like, oh, wizards, ooh, magic, you know, wow. It's like... you know, and they would get new skills and abilities every episode or whatever, you know, and you're real invested in the lore, in the Wizards of Waverly Place lore, you know. But like other shows like Sweet Life of fucking Zach and Cody, I mean, they were entertaining too, but I don't know, there wasn't. I think I just liked an overarching plot, which there was a bit more of, I think, in Wizards of Waverly Place. Wizards often brought like an actual problem to the plot that spanned multiple episodes. Yes, exactly. Because like I remember I would be invested even in like Sweet Life on Deck or something. I would be invested in the relationships that, you know, like these two characters are dating or these two characters are broken up. You know, I'd be invested in those because they were like multi-episode, because yeah, they were like some of the actual only overarching plot, and I think I was invested in those because of that partly. And like some of the episodes that I remember most from Sweet Life on Deck and all those other shows, I think is often the episodes where like they, you know, oh man, Cody and Bailey broke up. No. They can't do this to me. They were in Paris. It was the perfect setup. You know? Of course, they also made a huge deal about that show. about that specific episode. It was in all like the fucking Disney Channel commercials, you know. It was like, because they always were super dramatic, like way more dramatic than they should be. But you know, the Disney Channel man was like, this Friday, you don't want to miss. And then it, you know, the episode title will be like, Sweet Life on Deck. On Love in Paris, and it was like, oh man, I gotta watch that. You know, what happens to their relationship, and they spoil it in the advert too. You know, they'd be like, oh man, these characters just break up. You know, they spoil that for you in the commercial, but you have to watch the episode to figure out how. You know, it's about the journey, not the destination. Coffee.
What is it with these things?
Oh, I don't know, man. Let me just really get in there. Yep.
Hurt back.
Yeah. Oh, get her ass. Oh my god. Cha. Oh my. Oh. Aha. Younger you was immune to spoilers. You watch commercial and know exactly what was going to happen. Then you watch the thing and still be like, oh. That's my noise for that emoji, I guess. The official Adam noise for that emoji. Emoticon, rather. I think emoticon is used when it's like just ASCII characters.
Yoda!
By the
Yes. Alright, cool. Bazinga!
There.
Oh, right. I was wondering why we weren't absorbing blood before, but I forgot it's only because of Vice that we drink blood. Well, we don't drink it. We just, you know, just... You know. Official emote noise.
Then do it already, Vice.
I don't know. There were definitely some like fucking shows that like you know, sitcoms and sitcoms especially that I did not care for, but would just watch them just because they were on. Like prime example of that is Dog with a Blog. Like I did not fucking care about Dog with a Blog. But sometimes, you know, you had Disney Channel, you had Nickelodeon, you had Cartoon Network, and you know, sometimes on Cartoon Network it would be fucking like Uncle Grandpa. I don't care about Uncle Grandpa. On Nickelodeon, you'd have fucking I don't know, some shitty Nick show. I don't know, some crappy show that I didn't care about. Okay, I don't remember what Nickelodeon had on, but oftentimes, you know, maybe one of their stupid game shows. And so you had to resort to Disney Channel for fucking Dog with a Blog, you know, and it just, man, it was not good content. But you had to make do with what you had sometimes.
Out of those things?
And then, you know, if all else fails, boot up your GameCube, play like one of the City Escape or
You all right, Vice? Hang in there.
Final Run or whatever it's called from Sonic Adventure 2. Just play one of those two stages over and over, and until you get bored, and then I don't know, figure out something else to do, I guess. That's the other thing. As a child, like I could put in a game just to play it for like a little bit and then put it back down, and I was completely content. But it's like I can't do that now. I feel like if I gotta play, you know, if I want to play a game, then I gotta like play the game for an extended period of time. It doesn't feel like I can just boot in a game for a tiny bit. You hated Uncle Grandpa so much. I never really, I did not like it either, so I don't really know very much about it. However, I do not have raving things to say about it myself. I can't remember very much about it, but I just remember being like, oh, this is stupid. Like, I did, you know, what was the appeal of the show? I remember being on the edge of my bed, seeing adverts, though, for regular show before it actually premiered. I think I've talked about this before. But that was always entertaining because it was just the shot of the lawnmower and like nothing else, and it would just be like regular show, and then it'd tell you its time slot, and you just hear nothing but like the lawnmower in the distance while the guy was like regular show, premiering blah 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 blah. And around that same time, I do believe the Bakugan fucking show was starting, and I watched the first episode of that, I believe, on Premiere, and I was very entertained. I had a few different toy phases as a child. Pokemon cards, Bakugan, and Beyblade were the main ones. There's a Transformer phase for a little bit too, I think. And of course, throughout all of that, I like video games. So as far as physical toys went, it was mainly Pokemon cards, Bakugan, maybe Transformers in between Bakugan and Beyblade, and then Beyblade. And then after Beyblades, it's kind of as mostly done with, like, I don't know, toys. It's like, all right, well, that was cool, but Bakugan, Beyblade was always, I think Beyblade was the most fun I had with toys, though. Like Bakugan, it was always cool to, because I didn't know how to play the fucking game Bakugan, you know? I don't know if any kid, almost any kid who actually got the game, like, knew how to fucking play the game. It was just about, oh, dude, look at, this bitch has a high-ass number on it, so he's good. And also, he looks cool. I would use them more or less as, like, action figures that, you know, they would, I had, like, a jungle set. I have most of my Beyblades still. I still have them. I lost my original Bakugan, but I got some more, like, after I lost them, but it wasn't the same. But yeah, I often used my Bakugan as, like, action figures that I would, you know, of course, like, make talk and fight or do whatever I wanted with them. Or just have fun sticking them to things with the magnets in them. Beyblades, though, it was where it was at. Because with Beyblades, it's just, you put them in, and you fight them. And it was so cool to get new Beyblades, because they would actually do different things and perform differently. Some more than others. But, you know, it's like, when you got a new one, it's like, it's how good it was, or whatever, you know, how cool it was, wasn't just, like, on paper, you know? It wasn't just like, oh, this one's better because it has a higher number, see? Or, you know, this Pokemon card is better because look at that, how much damage this attack does, even though I don't know how to play the game. It would be like, oh no, this one is better because it fucking goes crazy when you launch it, dude, and it beats all my other ones, and it was cool to get those. You know, and see how different ones did, and also they were just nice to look at while they spun, and seeing how long they could spin and everything, and you know, going to the store and hoping that you would find a certain Beyblade while you were there, and then you would, and you'd be like, oh, fuck. Or sometimes if they were sold out, which often they were almost always sold out of, like, the one main one that you fucking wanted. Like, maybe it was because you could only buy them in real packs, but from the show, there would be, like, you know, obviously the Pegasus one, and the Bull, and some other ones. But oftentimes, those would be taken up by, like, random people. Yeah, by people that got there before you, you know, because those were the popular Beyblades because they were in the show. So you would sometimes have to settle also for, like, crappier versions of them. And it would be like Pegasus, but it'd be like crappy, it'd be Cyber Pegasus or something, and it looked cheap and it was knockoff and it sucked.
I'm the one who saw
Yeah, dude, they never fucking had Rock Leone and Sagittarius. They always had shitty Sagittarius. They never had the real El Drago. I was able to get because they would always have, like, El Drago packs where it would be like, oh, here's 3 El Dragos. Isn't that fucking sick? But yeah, I could never fucking find a Rock Leone. I wanted to. You had a red Pegasus that did pretty well. But yeah, and also it'd be cool to go, you know, to the store and, like, see Beyblade there that you know you didn't see in the show, and they'd be so fucking cool. You'd be like, oh, whoa. I don't think I maybe eventually got Rock Leone. I can't remember. But I got this other Leone. It was the Leone from the next version of the show. Like, you know, there was Beyblade something fusion, Metal Fusion maybe, but then in the next one it was like Beyblade Metal Masters or some shit maybe. I don't totally remember.
When did
The weird.
But in Metal Masters, there's a different Leone because all the Beyblades got an upgrade. They like evolved basically, and I actually convinced Eve, the parental figure,
what
to
It's mom's.
import that Leone from Japan because I didn't mean to do this because I was excited and I wanted to get the cool ass new Leone, and so I did, and I have it. And I also got a couple like knockoff ones that came in like Japanese boxes but weren't actually like real or genuine.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Could I leave? I don't want to do this.
Felt like I was dreaming or something.
There's one Beyblade. There were I have a few in my head that I can recall liking particularly, but there was one that was really tall, but it wasn't like one of the Tornado series of Beyblades. It was just like really fucking tall, and it was a normal Beyblade. I don't remember what it was, but that was always cool. I like that one. And there was another one that was like a clock,
I feel
and that one was just really heavy, and so it did well because it was really heavy.
I would
I would get really excited. Like I only had one or two like arenas that you could fight them in, you know, but I would always like looking online and like fantasizing about buying cooler arenas because there were some that would totally be disappointing if I actually got them, to be honest with you, but were cool in theory, of like, you know, it'd be like a Beyblade Stadium, but oh, it spins, you know, the center spins. Isn't that cool?
Oh, white book.
And I mean, I thought so. I was like, whoa, that is fucking cool.
Disease.
But alas, I never got them. I got
I
like
was just thinking.
multiple years out of a shitty like stadium that probably cost like 10 cents to produce. And it didn't even have the edges, so they wouldn't like fly off. They would just kind of like go into a pocket most of the time on the stadium
Well,
and like spin out there because, you know, it was like an out.
When the great black book, Grimoire.
so
But yeah, dude.
exactly.
Beyblades were probably my favorite like phase. Although Pokemon cards were
Well,
from when I was a decent bit younger than Beyblades for sure.
once he
And those were really cool simply because
and
you know, I mean, you like to see like lots of these Pokemon I hadn't even totally seen in the games yet, you know what I mean? Because I was just a fucking kid. I didn't use the internet really. But you know, you would get a Pokemon card with new Pokemon that you hadn't seen. I specifically remember getting like a tin that maybe had Medicham on it, or if it didn't have, Medicham, then maybe the featured card was a Medicham. I just remember getting a Medicham in a tin, and I never liked Medicham. I still don't really care for Medicham particularly. However, I thought I like to just stare at the cards in the boxes for a while. I kept them. I kept them in like it was a case, like a Velcro case for, it was supposed to be for like a camera, I think.
Heck, maybe you can save the whole world.
But I kept my Pokemon cards in there, and I still have Pokemon cards in there, I'm pretty
I
sure.
guess I won't use you.
I never got rid of any Pokemon cards except for the energy cards, which I would come to regret later because then I couldn't actually play the game, which was unfortunate. But alas. Sushi, if you're still there, we're about to see the bridge, I think, soon. Maybe? I think so. So congrats. I've got some goobity gob in my throat, ew. Goobity gone, be gone! Goobity gob, be gone! I have coffee that's supposed to alleviate my goobity gob, but it's not. I need a better setup. I was talking about this earlier on Discord, but I can make a lot of improvements to my streamer setup, but it's like, I don't know if I can necessarily justify them, which I say fucking like every time, basically, I bring this up, to be honest with you. Oh, did you want me to go over here? No, it does not appear. But like, a better microphone. But then if I got a better microphone, then I need an audio mixer. But I couldn't get an audio mixer unless I got a bigger desk to, like, put it on. So that's all a problem. What else? I would like a second monitor. And right now I have my computer on... like a table, but it'd be better to have a little platform for it to go onto the ground. Admittedly, it would be better if I was not using this laptop as a means for actually streaming. That'd be good, and that's where a second monitor would come in handy, so I could stream and play games from the same computer if I really wanted to, because it should be powerful enough for that. Although, at the same time, I like not having to worry about, like, graphical fidelity. Or rather about settings and how things will perform, pretty much, because all of the streaming is done by a separate computer. But I have to do it on the laptop, or else I can't, like, see chat and mess with, like, settings and OBS and stuff, so you know how it is.
Is anyone even here?
We don't trust
Bazinga! Oh, nice. Big Bazinga fan. No, fuck you. No, I'm just trying to game. Let me through. Please. Alright, that is it. That is it. You're going to Pound Town. Fuck you, Guy Fieri. I hate you, Guy Fieri. I don't actually have anything particularly against Guy Fieri, I must say. I was never, I was never really a big fan, though, you know, of Guy Fieri shows, gotta say. Oh, I'd like to leave. I remember I used to watch Iron Chef for a time there, when I was younger. I don't know why. Even I really bonded over Iron Chef, though. You know, but it would only come on at like from 11 to 12, so I would fall asleep while trying to watch Iron Chef sometimes. Such was life. Let me get in here and save. Oh yeah, baby. We're making good time. We should be able to finish ending E within a reasonable amount of time on stream. If not within 4 hours, and within 5, which I'm okay with. Whoa, look at those flowers. Wow. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh my, Minecraft Steve. And Kanye's gonna be like, hello, do you mind?
Your hands off the flowers.
Oh, man. Okay, we've seen this cutscene. I'll leave you. Oh, right, we gotta fight you. I forgot we did that. But no, we chillin'. We chillin' for real, big chillin'. Oh, we gotta really get in there, huh? We gotta get hands on.
Son of a bitch. I knew this would happen.
Yeah, Stonelot Kaine. Oh my god. We did it. Kaine got fucking shit on, dude. By a child. We've seen this, but you know. Kaine says some colorful cuss words. And that's entertaining. Yeah, fuck you. Watch this. I go, get in for chip damage, get out. It's just that easy. Look at that. Get in and get out. Get in and get out. Get out, get in. I mean, and that's how I win, you know? Bow. Can I not use magic on? Why not? Oh my god. Oh my god, times 2. Oh my god. Well, such is life. All right, now we gotta fight chin ball monster.
Come on. Are you serious?
I hate this guy, chin ball shark.
What the heck is going on here?
Chin ball bull shark guy. Unfortunate.
Stay out of my way.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
It would appear we are not the focus of her anger.
Yes, not.
Yeah, I'm just really getting his ass. Look at that.
Shockwave. Hold back and
His ass is absolutely getting got. No, don't shoot babies at me. I assume these are babies too, like the other shades that are indeed babies. Why does this have babies though? Like, what was this dude? Was this shade like a fucking murderer?
Shades could get that big.
I guess probably. I don't know.
like nothing you've
Oh
before. Ready your guard.
Cause I guess the shade might be a murderer. Cause he's really like sadistic or whatever.
I'm gonna pull out your teeth and cram them up your ass.
Yeah, do that, Kaine. Get him.
Mouth is as fierce as her
Oh, see, and now he's gonna be like, "Meh," and cry like a little baby. I don't like its like legs and other features that just kind of stick out of it though. Alright, bye. We can skip this cutscene. Now we gotta help this lady out.
Human?
This one has been possessed by a shade. She exists as neither fully human nor other.
I feel bad for treating her like one of those things. We have to help her.
Okay. Well, good cutscene. Good cutscene. Big cutscene fan. All right. Yep.
I'm so
Yep. Skip through that dialogue. Insane.
One more that monster back there.
Okay, bye. By the way, we do not stay the hell away from it.
She's kind of pretty, but she's really intense.
And also she's not even the one to do the final blow, I don't think, which is stupid. I feel like she should have been. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe she does. No, I don't think so. Alas, I guess. Let's go check on Yona, my girl Yona. Yo, diggity dog. Hot dog, do 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 do. Hot dog. I miss the. I don't know. Do like Cartoon Network and shit like that, and Disney Channel still host like browser games on their websites? I don't feel like they do. They probably just put it all in mobile apps if they're gonna put it anywhere, I assume. That was another thing that I like to do in my time. I like to play browser games. There were a few like Cartoon Network ones that were and Disney Channel ones, and they were always shitty, but I played them anyways. There's a Ben 10 one that I never got far in, and it wasn't really any good, but you could become like any of the aliens. Like I did, and it was like, whoa, I can become any of the aliens, and that was cool. A lot of them are Flash, I see. There was the one that I remember from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was like, you had to go around and you had to get like you were at a pool, I think, and you had to go around and catch things falling from the sky or from the other side of the pool or something onto like life savers or something. Oh right, I'm going to check on Yona. And maybe the objective was just to stack those as high as you could. And there was also, now that I mentioned that, there was also a Cars one, and you were the little blue car that fixes up McQueen's, that's his like pit stop crew. I unlocked that memory just now. I didn't remember that until like just this moment. But yeah, there was that one where you had to pile on, like, I think it was tires. I had to go through a maze for a level and not get caught by some characters and make it to the end. Oh, dude, I remember that one.
Oh
I think maybe food was involved. I think maybe you were going around a maze trying to, like, eat food? Guido, you think is his name? Yeah. Just apparently that was recognized like that because it was recognized, it got caught by Twitch's like autofilter, and it was like, oh, you don't want to allow this word maybe, and I allowed it. But if that's like actually like some obscure slur, I'm sorry, I did not know. Regardless,
The black
Let's.
yeah, I in the Sweet Life on Deck one you're talking about, I recall that, and I think, yeah, you had to go around like eating food or something in secret. I'm not really sure. I have like no fucking clue. Well, maybe I have a little bit of a clue, but I remember that. I don't think I played that one as much because like those sequences where you had to sneak past characters and stuff stressed me out. Like there was a shitty Harry Potter and the Chamber, I don't remember if it was a Chamber of Secrets, but there's a shitty Harry Potter game that was on GameCube and PS2. I had the GameCube version, but like really early on in the game, you have to hide from like a shop owner or something. And I don't know if I ever made it past that part of the game
Hey,
Paint
it's
that, well,
because it made me nervous
shade.
and I didn't like it. So,
Could you?
too.
hey, bye. Yeah, browser games. And then of course there were like the, you know, cool math game type browser games. And I didn't have an iPad or an iPhone or an iPod, but I had a friend whose house I went over to a lot who had an iPad. And I loved going over there and just being an iPad kid when I could, because it was like there were so many free games on the App Store. Whoa. Actually, there weren't that many free games, or as many back in like fucking whenever that was. You know, when the advent of the iPad and iPod, etc. were a lot newer. Because the microtransaction formula had yet to be perfected, so many people just tried paying a flat small fee for the game still in the App Store, I think, at that point. Like, you know, cut the rope and shit. But you got a free trial. You got that free cut the rope trial. And stuff. Shut up. I'm gonna accept this, but like, shut up. Oh, I have to go here. Do I have to catch a fish again? Oh, I think I'm going to get a shaman fish. Isn't that correct? Ugh. God, my throat is so gobbledygook. Fuck this gobbledygook throat. Oh, we gotta save this guy. Watch this. Well, that didn't work. That's okay. Dude, he's doing good though. He's defending himself against like 3 shades at once, dude. He's putting in the work, putting in the hours. See, I forgot about this epic auto combo, but that's all you gotta do to win this fight. It was hard for me before. The game's audio just quit out on me. Oh, and now it's back, but incredibly delayed. Hold on. Yo, gray box jump scare. Okay, that fixed it, I think. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Okay, I can now get out. Shut up. Why are the little guys so fucking beefy? What the fuck? I'm gonna take an herb. I got stuck though. I'm very sad. I'm very sad that I got stuck. I did not deserve that. Oh, look, bro's chill now. Bro's good. He's okay. Yeah, I saved you. You know, we're just chilling, to be honest with you. Ooh, one-handed sword, Moonrise. Whoa. Oh, wayo. Oh, wayo. Barana, come along with me, Mariner. Let's head out to see what this world has for you and for me now. Whichever way the wind blows, we say, hey ho, let's go, oh wayo. This boat's a rockin', oh wayo, ain't no stopping us now. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm learning, because that Wizards of Waverly Place review brought me to the guy's channel who did that whole retrospective, and brought me to the retrospective of a couple other series, like Disney Channel sitcoms. Like some of the newer ones that, you know, I completely miss not being in that demographic. And like I don't care about them at all, but it's good background noise. So I'm learning the plot of you know, fucking Lab Rats and Mighty Med. You know, whatever those are. Fuck you. Oh, this is the old man, the old guy, the old chill guy, just chilling and stuff. What am I doing? Oh, I think, my bad. Aha, silly me. Aha, aha, aha. Aha, aha. Ooh. Oh my god, did you see that? I didn't expect to make that, and yet I did. Cause I'm baller. Oh my god. Hey man, what's up? You look younger than the guy on the other side of the shore. Do you dye your hair? And your mustache? That was a good stash, by the way.
Let's head over to that beach the fisherman mentioned.
Okay. Oh. I think we're close to getting to the rest of ending E. Cause we just need to like do a little bit here, I think, and then we go back to like the Airy maybe. We might have to do that stories book segment first again, which is a pain in my ass if we do, because I don't remember all the options to go the right way. Yeah, get his ass. How do I reel in again? Oh, you just right. Oops. Do you see that shit? That shit just whips out into like a full fucking fishing rod. That's insane. Oh my god. Yeah, get his ass. Oh my god, we be fishing. We be fishing. Am I did it. I think. Wow. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. I did it. Oh, god damn it. I forgot we have to do this shit. Like, I think it literally doesn't let us not do it, even though I really don't want to.
What's wrong?
Maybe I can just ignore it. No.
Why, you selfish cad.
Okay, bye. Wow. You really can just not do that. Amazing. See, we don't need to. Now you must survive the dry foam through this godforsaken tundra. God bless you. Godspeed. Yep. We're chill now. I told her I didn't want to do it. I'm surprised, honestly. I didn't know you could just not do it. I'm glad we did it. Because it's not required. I don't think in any way. So good, you know, good stuff. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be a bad person. She's a stinky old person though, so you know, by virtue of her being old, I don't have to listen to what she says. One day I'll be an old person. Alas, what can you do? I don't want to be an old person. I got a while. We're chill. It's fine. I am like, I wonder, you know, it's like, cause, and I think that everyone has this thought relatively frequently, but it's like, am I doomed to be like not tech savvy? You know what I mean? Oh, do we have to do the Lighthouse Lady's request? Do we actually? I didn't think we did, but maybe we do. But like, I really don't wanna be old and like not know what the fuck is going on ever and stuff. That sounds not fun. However, it may just be the reality of the situation. I don't know. Okay, go. Oh, cool. We don't have to do that. You know, because I like to think that no, I'll be different. You know, I'm gonna be an old person. Yo, what's going on, Shark? Hello, Shark and Gamer Shark. But yeah, I just, you know, I think everyone fears it, but like, I don't want to be old and ugh. Like, I just, you know, the way old people are, I don't want to be like that.
That's what I like to.
Makes me very worried. Can't wait for the early onset dementia. Yeah, I mean, I'm not excited for that if that happens either.
That's.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Vice.
Well, you know, anyways,
Hey.
Yeah.
You know that old lady?
you're also somewhat of a royalty. Somewhat. Are you somewhat of a royalty? Are you like the distant cousin of someone important, someone royal? Of a royal bloodline that exists no longer, perhaps? We're just gonna ignore Yona also. I don't know what she wants, but... You come from a royal family, whoa! You got your own family emblem. Oh my god, that's just like Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. Are you Epic? Are you Marth from Fire Emblem? Marth is Polish canonically, by the way, I think. Do we have to do the Light Lady's quest? I don't know why it's telling us to go over this way, by the way. But we might have to do the Lighthouse Lady's quest after all. You can be named Mark, you guess? No. 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 I'm not up to date on my Polish royalties, but that is very cool though. Yeah, I came from a royal cat family, you know, long distant relationship with a royal cat family in, you know, Egypt. Crazy stuff. Wink wonk. Wait, hold on, I didn't even wink wonk. There we go. Wink wonk's accomplished. Oh, did they really let me skip the old lighthouse lady just to have me come back to her? Is that what's about to happen? I think that's what's happening, which I'm really annoyed with. I wish they just made me do it if it was required.
You there.
Are you asking?
Yeah, I guess we have to.
I
Jesus, that's smelly and stinky. I'm kind of annoyed. You love Egypt? Yeah, dude. It's, I haven't actually been, you know. But it's got those pyramids, though. Those are pretty cool. They sure do be pyramidal. They definitely have.
One sec.
What? I wasn't talking to you. Shut up. We gotta visit my ancestors, right? That my very alive ancestors in Egypt. Yep. Wow, amazing. Oh, right, because we have to go here for the. That's annoying. You're my mind, mommy, na 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 na. What? Hold on, I gotta. He might have a weapon back here in this puzzle room of his. I don't know if he does, but let's just see. Because if he does, then I want it. Charlie, you know what the hieroglyph called pot with legs means? The answer may surprise you. I don't know if we have to do this, but that feels like something it would have us do. I don't even... Oh, okay. Well, that also works. Yeah, okay, wow, look at that. It was a thing. It was not... I know, no, I just said I didn't know. I think I don't. I mean, I'm curious though. What does it mean? I don't even know. I mean, what the fuck? Have I not seen the meme? No, apparently not.
I'd better.
Oh, I forgot I gotta talk to this fucking old lady. Yeah, I don't think I know of the... I'm sorry, this is like that one time you asked me about something, maybe something about femboys, and then something about Poland. Unsure.
I don't
Think
Inconclusive. It's just a pot with human legs. What does it mean, though? Do you know? What the symbols? What could they mean? It looked like Among Us. Oh yeah, of course. See, I think it'd be like so funny to go back in time, you know, and use that ability just to like make an ancient caveman painting of Among Us or something. And then write in like modern day English or something like this will make sense in 2020. But the thing is about that, you have to wonder, like, if you do that, you would have to hide it really well and make sure that it's not found until like 2020 or something. Or you have to make it abstract enough to where it doesn't influence the designs of the Among Us's. Men with time machines. No, but I mean, it would be, you just go and you fucking... do a little bit of trolling. I think a lot about, like, if theoretically I was sent back in time, how would I prove it? How would I prove that? Because here's the thing, is that, like, anything that you say, it's like it's subject to change. If you make it like publicly known, and you go back in time, become a comedian, and say shit like, "You tell me a shrimp fried this rice." No, that's a good plan. But yeah, because it's like if you're like, "Oh, government, 9/11 will happen," then it's like they could just think that you somehow had something to do with 9/11, and then they probably wouldn't believe you were a time traveler. It would probably, like, put you in the fucking slammer for, I don't know, a terrorist attack. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I don't think it would go over well if you tried to be like, oh yeah, I'm a time traveler. That's how I knew. But then it's, and so it's like it'd have to be with more niche events. Prove new upcoming games and prove funny memes. Well, here's the thing, is that if you do that, you would have to put it on a forum that's publicly visible, that won't get deleted, or maybe not necessarily a forum. It could be in the form of a tweet or something. But you would also have to put it far enough in the past, to where people don't just suspect you of like working at Nintendo or some shit. You know what I mean? And even then, that doesn't necessarily like would that prove to anyone,
All right.
you know, that you're from the future, or would people just think like, oh man, that Adam guy, man, he's just crazy like that. He must have some real insider knowledge. And the other thing, well, I mean, I don't know, am I trying to prove it to the whole world or a close group of friends? I would assume like the whole world. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what my end goal of proving it exactly is. Am I trying to like get back to my timeline? And am I trying to prove that it's real so that people like research it harder? Am I just trying to convince my like friends that, so that they don't think I'm just like some old guy that just looks like an older version of their, you know, present day friend? I don't know.
Hey, it's not.
You hate traffic RNG in Simpsons Hit and Run. I've never hit or ran in Simpsons. I'm very sorry to hear it though. You know, and I think I also think about the situation where it's like you go back in time, but you just swap places with your like younger self, you know what I mean? And like there would be some shenanigans that would ensue that are very like that movie Big, you know, where he suddenly grows big one day and then he's trying to prove to his mom that he's like his kid, and he's not though, because he's like, you know, I mean he is, but they don't know that because he's an old man. Why would anyone believe that? You know what I mean? But or your mind, your adult mind gets put in like a fucking child's body. Alternatively, remember Donkey from Shrek? He was on to something. What, in terms of dating a dragon? What are you talking about? Did he have something to say about time travel? Oh, right, I gotta... Hi.
Hey there, want a little girl?
I'm not.
Hey, come back.
Well, am I here for work?
Hey,
If it's
fair enough. Look, I need 3.
Alright, fine. What do you need?
3 medicinal
3
herbs,
berries?
3 berries, and 3 royal ferns. Just remember.
Okay. Tree berries.
really nothing that can cure the black scroll.
I don't even know if I need to do that. I think that might have just been to show you that side quests are a thing.
There has to be something out there.
Unless that's not the case, we'll find out.
Ease the pain, but none
Ka-chow.
can eradicate the disease.
You would indeed date a dragon. I understand.
Saving your
You're right.
I want fried rice, not necessarily shrimp fried rice. I do like shrimp. Here's the thing about shrimp is that like
What do you know about this junkie?
I enjoy shrimp, I
Is there
do.
ancient ruins buried there?
But like it has to be it has to be really seasoned and like really
Across
cooked.
the Iron Bridge to the
Like I
northeast.
can't eat,
Hopeless says these
uncooked
metal crates used to
or,
cross that bridge all the time.
you know, barely cooked shrimp. I can't eat cold shrimp that's like not seasoned and just like dipped in sauce or, you know, whatever the fuck it is. Like you need to season that shit up. I don't like the shrimp taste is important, I guess. Oh yeah, poor dog. Well, we'll worry about that later. But I don't know. I don't really like shrimp taste a whole lot. You know, it's like if I'm eating shrimps, it needs to taste not too shrimpy. But I don't dislike shrimp. It's just I find the taste of like shrimp like it's just a little too much. I don't know why. Hold on. I need to clear my nose, but I need to be a bag for it because it's gonna be gross. Okay, cool. You're so scared to eat raw fish meat. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, like, in sushi and stuff, because the type of fish that's used in sushi and stuff like that, and sashimi, is, like, it's, like, really high grade, and it's... You basically have a guarantee that there's not going to be parasites in it. But yeah, I mean, don't, like, go fishing and then try and eat raw fish. But, like, you know... If you get a parasite from like sushi and you can prove that, well, damn, you got like a bazillion-dollar lawsuit on your hands. There was one person I knew, and he went to, I don't know, maybe Jamaica. And the thing about Jamaica is that they have beaches, obviously, but they have like horse shit. Well, by horse shit, I mean like, when I said that, I meant that they had, like, horse rides and stuff on the beach. But they also, the problem is that the horses literally shit on the beach. And then they just kind of, like, bury it. You know, with sand, on apparently. But anyways, so I knew someone who went walking barefoot on said beaches. And then they got a parasite, presumably because of horse shit stuff, shenanigans. And you could see the parasite, like, through the skin in their foot. I'm sorry, this is probably super gross to some of you guys. But yeah, and over the next, like, you know, week or two, you could see it, like, progress. And if you let it, you know, be long enough, then it would just, like, work its way to your heart, I guess. But he did not let that happen. He found, like, some, you know, anti-parasite medication to flush it out or whatever. Which he had to get, like, from the internet, by the way, because the doctors, of course, were like, yes, this medicine prescription will cost you $1 bazillion. There's this one parasite that when they mate to lay eggs, they actually connect butts and become connected forever, and that's kind of cute. I don't know if cute's personally... I don't know. I can't associate that imagery with the word cute. But, like, I get the sentiment. Is we're just really skipping through. I'm the scan man. Skibbity yum da da da. Yum da da da. Skibbity yum da da da. Yum da da da. Skibbity yum da da da. Anyways, yeah, like I said, he just got some medication and then he was fine. No more parasites. But yes, parasites are no good. Anytime I get like, I don't know. I worry a little bit about, like, medical conditions. Like, sometimes if I cut myself on something, you know, and then my jaw just so happens to be sore for whatever reason or hurt a little bit, like, the day after, a couple days after, I'm like, oh god, it's tetanus. And, you know, it's not. Thankfully. But that always worries me. Yes, thank you for the lurk, Shark. Welcome back. I mean, see you in a bit. If you indeed come back. Where am I going? What am I doing? Do I go this way? Is this where it came through? I don't know. I can hear you, I can submit. It's starting over. What a bop. I don't know. It's not actually that popular. It's fine. There's like one more episode, I think, of Mob Psycho 100 left. And it'll be like the series finale. And I finished the manga like the week that the final chapter came out. So, I mean, like, you know, but I'm sad still. I'm sad that it's ending even still. Because, by God, Mob Psycho might be my favorite anime. It's hard to say, for sure. But, ooh, I fucking love Mob Psycho 100, dude. Mob's just a funny little guy. The other characters are also just funny little guys. Even Reagan's a funny little guy. Lots of funny little guys. And, you know, it's always... just because a story has a subversion does not automatically make it good. However, I mean, I do appreciate the subversion of, like, oh, super strong guy, but he doesn't want to be super strong. He doesn't want these powers at all. You know, and I mean, he does fight people, but he doesn't fight them because he wants to
That should do it.
or anything like that. He's not trying to get stronger actively. It's just a nice little... I'm not saying that that twist has never been done before, but, you know, still, it's nice. Maybe I'll give it a second shot of a break. Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. Is it good? And in my onion... I mean, by that I mean in my opinion. But I said onion because it was relatively funny, I guess. Where am I going? Is this a dead end? I don't know, like, where I'm trying to go. You'll think you'll watch Irina the Cosmonaut, though, again? Or Irina the Vampire Cosmonaut? Was that even, like, a space vampire? This does not appear to have anything, so I think I'm gonna leave. Oh, hell no, not the space vampire. I'm trying to think what anime I've actually rewatched before.
After you get their stuff?
Whoa.
Wait, did we get the client stuff? Are we good?
It's apparently a kind of magic that can zap you to faraway places in an instant.
I don't know. No, don't trap me in here.
Well, I would stay away from
Oh
such
no, let me, bazinga. I guess I got my item and I just wasn't paying attention, so I guess we can just go back now, I don't know.
to mincemeat when they struck
Mincemeat.
obstacles in their path.
Yeah, shut up, Vice, you fucking idiot.
Wow.
You fucking little silly.
Walking it
A
is.
romance animes mixed with space race? Oh yes, of course. But why is there a vampire? Like a real space race, or like a fiction, like fucking Russia versus America versus other space racers? I'm sorry, those are the only two that came to mind immediately, but... Or like... Or like a fictional space race with vampires. Okay. Rat! Okay. Hold on, let me get this rat. Look at that. Rat! Oh, it's a mouse. Sorry. Mouse! Oh, I got the thing you wanted. The TI-20 calculator. Man, we should start a riot about calculator prices, I think. I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
We just.
I don't want to go find the mom.
Mom usually. You're gonna.
No, I don't want to do this. Well, it appears we're doing it. We don't appear to have a choice. All right, fine. So during the Russia-American space race, yes, Vampire Girl was chosen because they're stronger than humans and they don't want to necessarily kill their soldiers. They're planning to go to space. I mean, that does make sense. I think it's really funny to just inject a vampire into the situation. Like, oh man, I want to make a romance about the space race, but like, dude, I need...
Said their mom would be
What
somewhere
if there was a
deep inside
vampire also?
If I may ask,
I think that would be sick.
possesses you to meddle in the affairs of these children?
Yona and I both know what it feels like to miss your mother.
Ka-chow. That's really funny. Yeah. Oh man, I do have a list of like all the anime I've watched, but I don't have I don't remember it all on me at this very moment. It sounds silly. I mean, a lot of the anime that I've watched are that I've liked are also silly sounding, just because media in general sounds silly sounding when you actually explain the premise out loud, you know? It's just a pitfall. It just happens. It's just how it is. I kind of want to make my own, like, storyline. Not necessarily a book. I would prefer, like, a comic. Or, of course, you know, if I had the budget, like, whoa, wouldn't it be cool to make a show or something like that? But, like, I don't know the first thing about story writing, honestly. I maybe know the first thing, but, you know, it's just, you get me. But, like, I can't draw. That didn't really stop the author of Mob Psycho from drawing his manga, to be fair. Because it certainly looks the way it does. Which I do not hate. It's endearing, but at the same time, it is messy, for sure. Although, I think that the, you know, artist, the guy who made them and draws everything and makes the plot, whatever, he does understand, like, composition, even if he doesn't very much, like, draw super crazy well. And even if he doesn't draw super well, he does, I mean, he still understands, like, a basic amount, you know what I mean? I just binge it in one go over a day. One anime that I like, but I don't talk a ton about, well, I've talked about it a few times before, but it's Assassination Classroom. It's not my favorite or anything, but the ending did make me emotional. I'm not gonna say that I never cry over media, because that's not true. But it doesn't happen too much. And it's nice when it does, because it's like, whoa, I love processing emotion. Yeah. Woo. Shut up. Ah, hell nah. You guys are mean. Yeah. Yeah, get their asses. Oh my god, their asses are ass. That is objective. Their asses are indeed ass. Last night, I was playing Risk of Rain for the first time in, I don't know, a while. I did a little solo run. Well, actually, not that long, because I played Risk of Rain with a friend, like, maybe 2 weeks ago. Well, the first time in a while, like, by myself, especially, anyways. And outside of that one occurrence, and wow, it is a fun game. It really makes me want to make a game, because Risk of Rain isn't incredibly complex, you know? It just has really solid mechanics and is fun, and it makes me feel like, god damn it, do I have to do the whole oh my god. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. But it makes me feel like, oh, I could maybe achieve something if I put my mind to it. The biggest problem with that is asset creation, though. Like, even if I make a game, and even if I think that, like, oh, wow, these mechanics are good, it's like, I can't make assets myself. Unless I learned how, but then that would just tack on a ton of time into, well, the, you know, total time it takes to develop, which I guess is fine. But makes it a lot more daunting, you know what I mean? Can I avoid the electric sparkies just by, like, guarding? Is that a thing, do you think? I wonder. I have no idea. No. You know, wouldn't make sense for that to be the case, but I thought maybe. Okay, fuck you. Dude, I'm like stun locked. What do you want from me? Fuck you. Oh my god. What was I talking about? I mean, something anime. Oh yeah, games. I think, I don't know. I thought earlier today that it'd be almost fun to try and, like, mod in, rather, a character in Risk of Rain. Because that would at least give me a sense for, like, I think that Risk of Rain is dynamic enough and the different characters have, you know, so many different movement options and everything and different abilities that, like, modding in a unique character to at least conceptualize, like, gameplay style or something wouldn't necessarily be too hard. How's stream? It's going pretty all right. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, it's going pretty all right. We're just kind of hanging out. We're not into any new content in the game itself yet, but I think we should be here soon. Hiya, hiya, hi, cha cha cha. Amazing. I talked a lot about Beyblades. Modding talk. A little bit. You have an idea for visual novel, but you're not nearly talented enough to put it into form. I think, well, with a visual novel, the good thing at least is that, like, coding that, programming that, is that, there's probably, like, visual novel makers and templates already, which I know, like, you probably need to have some coding knowledge, you know, to give it your unique style and everything. But like you could totally do that, you know. And once you get happy enough with like a story or something using your default asset visual novel, then you know you could move on to making your own assets and adding your own unique flares and polishing or something.
It appears that only machines remain in this infernal place.
The Risk of Rain 2 modding API is insane today. Oh, graphic novel? What's the difference between graphic novel and visual novel? You've seen a lot of people in the community make new characters. The API supports it. It's insane. Is graphic novel just like an actual fucking book? Yeah, I know. There are a lot of new characters in Risk of Rain. You know, my graphic novel's like a comic, you think? Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, I like to make a little comic myself too, but again, it's like I don't have the drawing abilities. Although, like, I think that I could still envision something if I gave up making it look good. Which, you know, it's like, of course you want your product to look good, but like, this is my problem with a lot of things. And earlier today in my Discord, I was talking with like Sushi and Mushroom and maybe a couple others. Shark, I think, was there. About like motivation or whatever. And I worry a lot about doing things and making them look good. And making them good, you know, and being happy with it. Because in my mind, it's like, well, I don't want to do something if I'm not going to be happy with it. But like, I think that I really need to get over that. And I think that, and like, I've known this, but I just need to get started on things. Even if I don't have what I feel like are the skills necessary, even if I don't feel like it's a perfect idea, I think I just need to do things. You know? Because, like, having something is better than nothing. And in theory, like, oh, well, I could put my time into other things that I'm better at. But then it's like, you need to also ask yourself, are you going to do that? You know? Because it's only worth not doing what you want to do but feel like you can't do if you actually do put it into something else, which you might not even do. You know what I mean?
What a troublesome piece of machinery.
Oh, come on, now what?
Clear them all
You're
out.
writing... You're writing a really big paragraph about visual novel engines and stopped when you posted this. Tyranno Builder is very non-coder friendly, very little code. Ren'Py doesn't need code, but it's far easier to modify and add your own unique flair. You could probably also tweak like something like fucking RPG Maker if you really wanted to only have a story sequence. You know what I mean? Like no gameplay elements. It just immediately fucking puts you into dialogue boxes and whatever, and that's like all the fucking game is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm far from a perfectionist or anything, but because like on things that I do, you know, it's like there are lots of times where I'm like, oh, it's good enough, whatever. But I mean, even if I'm not a perfectionist, I still want things to be at least good. I want to be happy with them. You know.
Magic has no effect against the head.
It's not actually that visual novel friendly. Dang, that's crazy. I actually own like RPG Maker Arc 5 or some shit.
These chambers are loaded with bombs.
But I haven't fucking used it. I opened it up one time and I messed around with it slightly, but yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Obvious weak point.
Do you want to open your mouth again? Oh, well, shit. God, eh. Look at that, you can shoot the missiles. Fucking... Yep. Look at this. Easy. OP technique? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Adam RPG Maker arc. I have a feeling not, but you never know. I don't know, I don't know. I wanna... Because, like, I want to make a, you know, I want to make a horror game because I feel like, as I've talked about a lot before, because I think that that's, like, the most accessible genre. Because people will play any horror game, even if it's not very gameplay heavy, because you're just there to elicit emotion. You know, you're not there to necessarily give them a fun experience. It just needs to be an experience that makes them a little spooked. You know? So there's a lot more wiggle room. The really funny thing about the older versions of RPG Maker is that they are customizable through code, but you have to do it with Ruby, which is a really funny programming language choice. Ruby, like the show. The other thing is that, so, I mean, you know, I like Ruby a lot. And in my mind, like, I almost want to make not a Ruby game, but volumes 1 through 3 of Ruby have very, you know, high-octane combat sequences and choreography. And I kind of want to make some sort of game that, like, brings that to life, that energy to life. But that's such a hard... That's hard. That's hard to do. Because at some point, when you do something like that... You like old Ruby? I like new Ruby too. I like all of Ruby. I'm rewatching it in the Discord, as you may or may not know. We're about to start Volume 7, I believe, tomorrow. Ruby Risk of Rain 2 Dawn. Well, see, I actually earlier today I was thinking like I might be able to make a character mod for one character, like Ruby Rose herself, possibly. And I think that'd be kind of fun actually, but I would need. Anyways. I couldn't find her.
Did you look everywhere? Gideon, really? How much longer do I have?
I should have probably just said that she's like fucking dead. I did that last time.
Did she? Well, it's okay. Just tell me.
Yep. Okay.
I mean,
Volume 7 is mint though. I like Volume 7 and 8. Well, I've had this exact same conversation before. Maybe also with you. I can't remember. But Volume 7 and 8, I both really like. I think that they're both really good. In my onion.
I hope I did the right.
Volumes, we're doing a rewatch, whatever. We've gotten through Volume 6. Volumes 4 and 5 are... Volume 4 is as rough as I remember. Volume 5, I did rewatch, like, a couple years ago already, like 2 years ago maybe. But, Volume 5 is a little rougher than I remember, for sure. It doesn't help that, you know, when you're in a group call with people, everyone's there to kind of shit on it just because it's you know, something fun to do. It's kind of the whole, like, Little Caesars doesn't taste so bad when, you know, you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you that it sucks or whatever the meme is.
Let's visit the Eyrie. They've got shades there.
Indeed. And we may just find a sealed version.
Volume 6, the first half-ish of Volume 6 was better than I remember. The fight scene regarding Adam was cooler than I remember. And the second half of Volume 6 was about as I remember, because I think that the old lady Cordovan makes for a not very good antagonist, and I don't think that she's an entertaining character.
I'd be stupid not to, but I have to save you.
As a character in general, and especially not as an antagonist. So, you know, what can you do, I guess?
Pretty good listener for such an old timer advice.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, anyways, like the Ruby action sequences, I wanna make I would love to make some game that has a combat system that sort of makes you feel like, you know, one of the characters and one of their fights in volumes 1 through 3, but that is such a tall order. And it's the problem is that once you do something like that, it is very hard to not just reduce yourself to like a Warriors type game, you know what I mean? Like a beat 'em up type game. Or a hack and slash rather, which is what they tried with their first Ruby game, like the first official Ruby game, and it was a very average experience apparently. I didn't play it myself. But like it's hard, you know, because like to be fast paced, you have to make all these combos and you have to make the combat really fast, but you can only do that to an extent before you know, you just feel like you're to where you're just mashing buttons, you know. E-Man, thank you for the resubscription. 1 year. Man, I really appreciate it. Thank you. So I don't know how I would do that, basically, is all I'm getting at. It's a really entertaining idea, but it is so hard, I think. It would be really fucking hard to do that. Not impossible. Not impossible. I mean, you know, I think I could take pride in being like, oh, wow, look at me. I did so good at this. I mean, who knows? You know, maybe that could be my fucking, what do they call it? Like, magnum opus, yeah. It's like, whoa, this game has really fucking cool combat. And I'd be like, I know, I made it myself. Sushi's not here, but this is Sushi's favorite bridge in the game. I'm pretty good, and yeah, it has been wild. 12 months indeed. That is pretty crazy. By the way, we're about to get into new content that's actually related to ending E. The thing with like fluid combat, so that's the thing, okay, is that you need, if you want to have really fluid and cool combat but not have it be, you know, a hack and slash, they're not too repetitive as a hack and slash at least, then you need to force your player to make use of options. And not like obvious options, you know, like, oh, on this enemy you need to use this attack, on this enemy you need to go with this approach, you know, but like it needs to be really dynamic. And that's hard. That's the hard part, is that it's just hard to have a bunch of enemies that you beat over and over and that be the gameplay of your entire game and not have it feel repetitive, because by nature that's just what's going to happen. I will say, here's the thing, is that God of War, I think, does a great job at that. I fucking love that game, you know, that 2018 or whatever year it was. I think that the God of War combat, genuinely, like, some of the best combat, like, melee combat in a game that I've, like, fucking played ever. It's amazing. But the problem is that in terms of the game that I'm thinking of that I think it would be fun to make is... It's makes you feel strong and powerful, but the God of War combat is not very, I'm not gonna say that's not fast paced, but you don't feel fast, which is not the essence of what I would be going for. But like, I don't know if you could go for anything faster than God of War and deliver like a comparable experience, you know what I mean? I mean, I would really have to lab it out, but it's like, I don't know, it's intimidating, because A, I would need to actually make the game, or at least the combat system for a theoretical game, which would be tough for, you know, in the first place.
Not the friendliest town in the world, is it?
Eh. And I'd have to actually keep up the motivation to lab it all out. And it's a little intimidating because, you know, you have to think like, oh, well, when people were making this game, you know, that ended up being like shitty, they had a whole team that was doing it and it still ended up shitty, you know, and it makes you feel like, well, what could I, just one person, you know, bring to the table? And that's, by the way, that's a bad mindset. You shouldn't think like that because, you know, your input is valuable, and no matter how, you know, many or few people you are, you can absolutely create something of value that's enjoyable. Granted that you spend the time on it, I think, and, you know, get proper input and all this and that. But still, you know, that process may take longer, though. Yeah, get his ass. Smear his face on the wall. Or just punch him, I don't know. Oh, or grab him. Yeah, do the swoopity bop. There goes the swoop. Diddy, and there goes the bop.
Damn it! Quit running already.
Kaine, I'll drive him to you. Get up there and wait for him.
All right, watch yourself.
So, I don't know, anyways, just a little, I guess, game design talk there. Finish your work for this week. You'll get this weekend off, which is nice. Looking forward to resting and relaxing for a weekend. Yeah, you deserve it. As far as horror games go, and I've talked about this a little bit before, I think, but I'll talk about it again, because I can, is that horror games... I don't really have a solid idea for a horror game. But, you know, I think my main inspiration, and it feels silly saying it out loud, but, you know, is probably like DDLC, you know, Doki Doki Literature Club, because I think that game does horror pretty decent. Is that you never know, you know, when you're safe and when you're not safe. It's always a fucking mix-up, so you're always on your seat, even when you're just, like, flipping through dialogue, and that's the only thing in the game you can do, you know what I mean? Like, you can't mitigate the horror, because you have to proceed with game, you have to flip through the dialogue, so even if you're, you know, you don't want to, I mean, you just have to, like, progress through the game. And I think that sense of, like, waiting for something to go wrong is, really effective. Hi, Kaine. Oh yeah, I can skip this cutscene because we've seen it. This isn't new.
Right.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh my god, look at this idiot. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, bazinga. I don't think you have to kill those guys. Oh. Oh. Ha ha ha. Oh right, there's like a yes. A Pasagi way. Chilai, Belai, Petrats, Gumai, Kandai. Chilai, Belai, Petrats, Gumai, Kandai. Do you guys remember that? Awful.
It's great to have you on our side.
Chilai, Belai, Petrats, Gumai, Kandai. I need to... I'm stun locked! What do you want from me?
Look, just try and keep up, okay?
I'm doing my best.
Fuck you. Chilai, Belai, Pete, Rakumai, Kandai, Nightmares. Another race mission in Simpsons Hit and Run. Truly unfortunate. Me when Simpsons Hit and Run. Also, if I ever make a game, I really want the final boss to be super big and like climactic, Kirby style / JRPG style, because I think it's really cool, even if it's cliche, to go from like, oh, look at me, I'm you know, level 2 fighting slimes, to be, you know, to like, oh, I'm level 78 fighting God, or, you know, some godlike being, or whatever it is. I always like that trope. I think it makes you feel very strong and cool.
Gave me the strength to deal with this goddamn mutant body. Do you know how long I've been like this? How much I loathe myself?
No, I don't. Cry me a river. I don't like this guy. This guy needs to clip his fingernails. Toenails? Nails. Claws? Nails. No, those are definitely nails over claws. Why do we call our nails nails? Why don't we call our nails claws? I guess we call dogs' claws nails sometimes, though. And mostly in the context of needing to clip them, though, I think, rather than, like, you know, if they scratch you, then you're like, oh, your dog scratched me with their claws. I mean, usually you would just say your dog scratched me, you wouldn't say claws. But if you did, I think you would say claws rather than nails. But if you're saying clip them, then you might say clip their nails instead of clip their claws. Yeah, get his ass. I'll watch this just because I think that's, yep. And then Kaine fucking dies. Okay, anyways, we can skip through this. And new content is about to start in any second now.
Perish
I might pee first, because I do have to
In
pee.
truth, perhaps death is the greatest comfort we can offer her.
That's not your decision. You don't get to decide who lives and who dies.
Yeah,
She's alive. She has meaning and worth.
there was a
We're going
stupid,
to
so,
save her.
you know,
Everyone has something to
in
live for.
Spider-Verse,
Even Kaine.
there's obviously the main character, Miles Morales.
Perhaps you should
And then there's Uncle Aaron, who ends up dying, by the way. And I saw a stupid meme earlier, and it was like, Uncle Aaron was like, "Hey Miles, I'm gonna buy you the Fortnite Battle Pass." And Miles in the next panel is like, "Oh, I went the wrong way." It is like, thank you, Uncle Aaron. And the third panel, it's from the scene where he's dying, and he's like, "Sorry, Miles. You can't buy the battle pass with V-Bucks." And that's the meme, but I thought it was funny. Oh yeah. Look at this, new content, guys, new content, ending E content. I mean, this actually isn't new yet. It will be new in a second.
Rest now. I'm so tired.
Right now, it's not, though. I'll tell you when the new content starts. I'll say new content, new content. Okay.
Kaine, over here! Don't give up. You're stronger than that. Don't you dare give up now.
This woman is more trouble than she's worth.
That's it. Come on.
New content, new content. Guys. I had my tears in my eyes when I woke up this morning. Must have had a really sad dream. Maybe I'll talk to Kaine about it the next time I see her. So that's cool. So that's still Yona's journal, but now she refers to Kaine because Kaine just kind of became her guardian after, you know, we got fucking deleted from existence. So now we're Kaine from the timeline where we deleted ourselves.
Again. There's that dream again. Every time I wake up from it filled with pain and sadness. With this feeling like I've somehow forgotten something extremely important.
Also, I don't think Kaine's half shade anymore, which I don't remember if she... I don't know if she remembers being half shade. I don't know.
It reminds me of my battle with the Shadow Lord. Somehow it's been 3 whole years since I saved Yona. That was supposed to be it. Goal achieved. Game over.
Yo, Laura Bailey voice acting go wild.
So then, why was I crying?
I don't know.
3 years have passed, and I still haven't found the answer to that question.
Yep, shit happens, you know. Piano. Ooh, I love piano. Piano's such a good instrument. It's very pretty. I mean, I think that you can listen to a lot of instruments by themselves without without accompaniment from anything else, but piano especially, I think.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick if Kaine's done talking. Bah.
Guess I'll go kill some shit.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, she must not have her shade anymore because she doesn't bandage herself up. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Ah. All right. We're gaming.
A meal.
Well, I will slow walk. And I will now run with my... Oh, yo, anime run! Finally! How's her posture? Yeah, she has fine posture. Not like our... Well, what about when the sword's out? No, yeah, her posture's still good. Citrus would be proud. So yeah, she has combat pretty different from our boy. Which is funny-ish, whatever, because we don't get to use her for particularly long. But her combat is arguably more fun, I think, than the main characters. Eh. Eh. Okay, well anyways, let's go do some shit. Do the do. Like mountain. The soda. The soda. I wonder if I can go talk to Yona.
Little bastards.
I don't know. Well, for right now, I guess I'll just kill these guys. So yeah, you know, even after, which makes sense, but even after killing, like, the Shadow Lord, there's still a bunch of shades and everything, because, like, I didn't stop the Black Scrawl or anything like that. Because these shades still want their fucking bodies back and shit. Which is, you know, unfortunate.
There's a lot of shades around lately. Maybe I should check in on Yona's village.
Yeah, let's go do that. Let's proceed. I think that would be epic and maybe even cool. Maybe even awesome. It would be so awesome. Be so cool. Be the most incredible superhero movie world has ever seen. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Oh man, a poor guy's in danger. Well, maybe if he didn't suck at fucking combat. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, get back! It's dangerous here.
I think that's my line, buddy.
Yeah, oh my god. See, like, isn't that fucking... That's so fun. Ah, hell nah. That is it. I'm not having this. And you can do a little slashy slash. I mean, shit's fun, you know? You can do a little quick, little short tornado. You can do a long tornado. I mean, you know, shit's crazy. Hata. Oh my god, did you see that fucking cyclone kick? Oh my god. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know how I did that. I want to do that again. Let me do my epical. Was it just this? Maybe it turned into. Oh, hey, what's up? Did you die? Are you good? Are you chill?
Thanks for the save.
Yeah, no problem.
Shades have been on the rise around here lately. Now go home.
Oh, believe me, I want to. The thing is, I've got a job to take care of. See, we haven't been able to get in touch with anyone in the Forest of Myth.
No.
Somebody's got to go over there and make sure they're all right.
And
Dang.
that someone is you. You will make it.
What? Really? Oh, man. Thanks a million.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait. I'll wait for you around here.
Wow, I love medicinal herbs. I'm gonna go over to the village anyways, though. Oh, watch this. Oh, look at that. That's so fun. I mean, it probably would wear off just as quick as, you know, the main combat does.
I'll just freak every.
But dang, I mean, fine. But you know, I kind of wanted to see Yona. I wonder if they couldn't get Yona's voice actor back, or what exactly the reason is that you can't go there, or if they just didn't feel like making new dialogue for every single character that you can go there. That's probably more likely what it is. I wonder if this is any faster than just like running. I'm gonna say probably not. Maybe. Let's see, hold on. 1, 2. Okay, so a little over 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's try 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is maybe marginally faster, maybe, assuming that I even did the timings right. But we're gonna do this now. This is just like fucking Zelda, baby. Oh, look, it's efficient. You just kill everything. Truly, this is how this game was meant to be played. I do wonder. It saved me, like, you know, 5 seconds at most, probably. But hey, a second saved is a second earned, baby. That's what they say. They don't say that about money or pennies or anything. Oh, man.
Shit.
Man, we, like, went into your dreams and saved you and shit. Gosh dang it, that was all for nothing. That's lame. Can I save? I can, look at that. Your save data up to this point will be temporarily unusable. Yes? I suppose, just in case game crashes. That'd be bad, right? We don't want that. Learning them speedrunning tactics. I am! I'm super good at this game. Oh yeah, that could be the source of problems.
What are those things doing here? Wait, did they kill the villagers?
Pa-ta-ta-ta. Pa-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ooh, level 36, look at that. Pa-ta-ta-ta. Oh, fuck you. I'm gonna get your asses. Oh my god. You know, I think that there's a way to like shoot fucking laser beams and shit.
Just keep on coming.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Very true. Maybe not. I thought there was. Either I'm doing something wrong. Maybe, hold on, skills, abilities. Defend, charging, slash. Fuck, slash, alright. Rotate at high speeds and slash everything in the area like a fuck. Yeah, that makes sense. Charge to increase attack range. Okay, maybe, I don't know. I really thought that there was, like, other things. Like, I thought I had magical projectiles or some shit.
Why
Maybe
would
not.
robots be coming out of a place like that?
I don't know. Let's go in and find out. Plug walk. Whoa, oh my god. Look at this little fucking cartwheel. Oh my god. Or is that a front flip? It's cartwheel, I think. Very acrobatic.
Welcome to the Sea of Humanity.
Wow.
Welcome to the cemetery of sin and punishment.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Our replicant.
Uh,
A manufactured existence. Individual name, Cunningham.
that's true.
Who are you? Show yourselves.
Oh, look at those guys. Those would hurt to fall on.
Do not be hasty.
Do not be hasty. You guys are like fucking talking to me and shit. I don't like it. Well, soon we shall meet, so I guess it's chill. I guess I don't need to worry about it. Man, that's so fucking anime. It's like, you know, when they blaze past their enemy and then their enemy's cut down, but they, you know, they just sheath their blade and it's like, whoa, you were so fast.
It transmits phenomena recorded in its memory.
Okay.
I don't understand a damn thing.
No, Kaine, this all makes sense to me.
Have been recorded as well. You brought an end to Project Gestalt. You killed the original Gestalt. Now the
Gestalt. It's with a st.
because they have nowhere left to go.
Well, you know, shit happens.
Your actions have caused the deaths of countless replicants.
I mean, what can you do though?
Show your damn faces
You know?
already.
I mean, what choice did I have, you know? Could you guys shut up? I'm trying to, like, fight these fucking robots. Look at this. That was cool. Your computer needs to install updates. Gonna have to restart. You'll be away. Hope to return soon. Dang, unfortunate timing. Because this is, like, the only new content that we see in our stream. Alas. Look at all these wires. Ayo, 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 ayo. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Wires. There they are. It's them. See, it looks like 2B and 9S also.
How nice of you to join us. Yes, how nice of you to join us.
I'm not entirely sure if that's who it's supposed to be honest with you. I don't really... I don't really get a lot of this ending, to be real with you. I think I even looked up like a ending explained video or some shit, but I didn't fucking understand it. I gotta be honest. I don't listen, Nier lore, it's too much for my puny brain.
My name is Maestro.
Oh yeah.
What the hell are you saying?
Those are easy to remember.
Masters of this forest.
Uh-uh.
What the sweet crap is up
Oh
with
yeah,
this
look at that. You
place?
can do it in the air even. That's crazy. Can you? Ah, hell nah. Can you charge it in the air? No, that's all right. Well, unfortunate. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this. Oh my god, are you? You fucking suck. You're a stinky. You're a tinky and a winky. Ow. Hell nah. This cannot continue on God. I have not been listening to your guys' fucking dialogue at all, dude. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I don't know, some nonsense, I'm sure. Look at that, I did it. Well, that's the end of the new content, guys. Congratulations, we did it.
Worthless heap of scrap.
Wow. Kaine seems so much more competent. And in the post game, I guess she's had 3 more years to hone her skills. Yeah, I know, right? Super fascinating.
You are just as we expected. Come this way.
Okay. I'm on it. Thank you. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, my anime run. Oh, that's not good. Kaine, get out of there.
We have taken the liberty of sampling that strength.
Okay. So that's not good, I think, probably, right? I don't understand who made this tree thing, by the way.
Feel free to steal at the point in your journey in which you are strongest.
Oh, that's not good.
Are those things new?
Well, dang. Now, don't worry. We can kill them all, I think, probably, right? I mean, easy. Easy as that. Yeah. Look at that. We just, you know, fucking... It's that easy. It's that easy. I do not know what the hell you guys are talking about. Okay. Was this made by the same people who made the replicants, or I mean, that's the only like that's the only option, right? Well, then why tell me about this? No, I care about my friends. That was like the conclusion to my arc, actually.
These other me's are brittle as hell. I ought to be insulted.
Because there are a lot left. Yeah, that is indeed unfortunate.
God damn, you're
An end? Bro, I'm still alive and shit.
Eat the pieces and shit them into a trash can.
Yeah, do that. Do that, Kaine. I like that, you know, they didn't, kept Kaine's foul language intact.
Fucking hell.
Everything else up until this point in the game was like old content that was, you know, remade for the remake.
Damn it.
Nah, I'm doing chill, honestly. Oh, cinematic. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, get their asses, Kaine. Oh my god. Rough.
You little fuckers.
Emil! Yo, it's my man!
Kaine, are you
My
okay?
main man! He's the main one! Of my men, he's main!
You betcha. Anywho.
Yeah, Emil's overpowered, by the way. Also, he has
It's good to
4 arms
see you
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get their asses, Emil.
Tremendous power in that magic circle. I think it's
Do we know magic? Oh, I guess so. Well, we made... Emil's sister was magic, right? So I guess it makes sense. To an extent.
got it.
I'll take care of the magic circle. You focus on kicking some Kaine butt.
I can do that.
I mean, the other Kaine's butts. Not your Kaine butt. You, the real Kaine.
Yeah, I get it, Emil. Just focus.
Aw. Thank you, Emil. His name's Emil, not number 7. You stinky little guys.
Who is that? What are those voices?
Just a couple of little fucks.
That's oh my god, the enunciation on that. I love that. A little fucks. So good. Thank you, Laura Bailey. There was one poor person. I don't remember.
Gosh, it feels like it's been forever since we fought together.
This seems familiar. I think there was someone else who used to fight with us. My memories are...
Oh, hell no, not the unusual phenomena fluctuation observed. There was some poor guy, like, I don't remember where he saw him, but he was saying some shit like, oh man, I can't say words apparently. Basically, he's a streamer and he kept looking over at chat and his chat was empty. And finally, when he got a message, someone was like, stop looking over here, nothing's happening. And it was like, it was sad, and I feel bad for him. That's all I have to say about that. That's what I spent like 10 minutes trying to say. Good job, Emil. Let's get in there. Let's really schmoop
Is that a doorway?
those boops. Is that a doorway? I mean, it appears to be. No, not really. It doesn't look like one, but I assume it probably is.
Which was lost. The final hope for you to reclaim.
That's cryptic, but like I, the viewer, know what you're talking about. However, of course, Kaine, the character, does not. Wow.
Whoa. What is this place?
I do like the continuity between this and Automata, because there's a place like this in Automata, of course.
I didn't get a chance to ask yet with all the...
I don't really know what it is still.
What happened to you back then? And where have you been? And why the hell do you have 4 arms?
Look, it's gonna take way too long to get into all that now.
Fine. I was worried, you know?
Aw, Kaine. But look at us now. Team Camille, back together again.
So true.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kaine,
Yeah.
I feel like I've forgotten something really
Well, that's kind of why we're here, man.
Tell me about it.
You too?
Yeah, I can't really describe it.
Oh wow,
It's
look at
like
that.
my
Thank you.
mind is filled with this weird
I'm afraid that I'll progress past the point where his dialogue will stop activating.
Like that we would go eat something delicious?
Well then, we'll just have to get those memories back.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Feel an enormous magical power ahead.
Oh, that's not good.
Just don't do anything rash. Got it?
Got
Yeah, okay.
it. Same goes for you, Kaine. I don't want to be alone anymore.
I mean, dude, bro, you could have came here a while ago. I mean, maybe you only recently got the mobility to track Kaine back down and conveniently show up when, you know, she was in danger, but you know how it is.
Is this the Shadow Lord's castle?
Kaine, I'm sensing some powerful magic up ahead.
Yeah, we'll be chill.
This is a very special place.
Uh-huh.
To you and to the world.
Okay, that's all you had to say. Understandable. Oh yeah, I gotta fight it. Oh my god.
That is the core frame of this forest. Within
Yo, it's like the part, you know, the one, wow. That's so cool, so epic. It would be so awesome, be so cool. This is just like Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I wanna be. Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's the one from my dreams.
I've heard that voice before.
It's that easy. You just gotta do a little bit of, you know, dare and do. A little bit of dodgeroning. They're giving dialogue.
Because you were with us, Kaine.
Damn it. What is this?
A fight, I think. Yeah, you just gotta time. Look at that. Amazing. I'm so good at this fucking. Wow. Truly, I am the Nier Replicant.
That is fucking shit purse! Just die already!
Shit purse. That's a new one. I need to incorporate Kaine's insults into my language. However, if I were ever recorded insulting somebody unironically,
Where am I? Emil?
then I would be made fun of if they figured out I was using Kaine's like fucking insults. I'd be called nerd emoji.
This is your world.
Wow.
The hell is this?
Darn. Well, I do like that the aesthetic changes again. And this is also, by the way, from Automata. It's like 9S's little level things. It's pretty cool. Yeah, well, you know how it is.
You are a foreign entity in this world. An error created by a discrepancy between memory and record.
I have not understood a single fucking thing you shitty little ass grabbers have said since we started this goddamn adventure.
Yeah. I still don't really understand a whole lot of the ending and shit. Like I get it to an extent. Like, you know, I get the main plot beats, but also, like, okay, so, you know, Nier, the Adam rather, but Nier, the protagonist was erased from like everyone's memories, but apparently he doesn't have to be erased from the records. Just like everything else. So I don't know I don't even know how that works. Does that mean that like the records reconstructed everything once Nier like chose to obliterate himself? And so that's why the records still have that data? Or like I don't know, the whole, you know, oh, you have to trade your existence for Kaine's thing that didn't exactly, I gotta say, that wasn't super explained. I kind of just accepted it, but I didn't really think about the logistics behind it until like right now. Oh, do we remember Beepy? #1 Beepy fan. Beepy was cool. It's too bad Beepy had to die, but you know, such is life. That's what I was thinking, honestly. All those... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Vine boom. Very climactic, and I do not have enough to say, I feel like, but I'm sorry. It's not they don't want to say anything, it's just like, well, this is happening, isn't it? That's crazy. Like, I don't even... I don't know. What do you want from me? I don't even know. It's cool. I really like what they did for this part of the game. Like again, I don't totally understand the whole logistics about everything. They try and make ties to Nier Automata and stuff.
Stop it! Stop it!
But to be honest with you, I don't really know if I understand like the connections that they make, because it's supposed to be like, you know, those could arguably like be like 9S and 2B, or at least the people they were based on, right? You could argue that, and that makes sense enough. Okay, whatever, fine. That's just the thing. But then how did we get here? Because before, anytime we access this area, it would be through 9S's hacking. So, I mean, I guess we're in the system, but how are we in the system? Are we physically there? Did we digitally get fucking... transported there? Is this just a digital copy of us? Like, what's happening there? Okay, and then on top of that, I mean... Like, I don't know. It doesn't... I don't even know what, like, the white void space is. That's not this one. Like, this is, like, beige... tan maybe, but other one's just pure white. I don't even know what that's about.
The deepest place in your memories. Memories you had sealed away. And this one is your worst memory.
Ah, yeah, look at that. We literally just beat him. Thematic. You know, I did complain earlier. I was like, man, it sucks that Kaine didn't beat this, you know, guy. But now Kaine gets to beat him here.
As many times as it takes. You goddamn shit fucking despicable piece of garbage.
So it's like, I mean, you know, they made up for it, I suppose. That's cool. Oh my god, don't kill me, please. Probably. Oh yeah, he teleports now, so that's good.
Goddamn second and let me kill it already.
Oh, hell nah. Watch me whip. Now watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay-nay. I'm gonna nay-nay on this fucking hoe. Oh my god, get nay-nayed on, get nay-nayed.
Someone else was there when I first fought
Watch this. Whip. Oh my god. And now, oh no, did I die? Oh shit. How far back do I have to go? I wasn't even looking at my health bar. God damn it. I don't know how far back I have to go. I wasn't watching my health. I wish I could get a letter from Kane every day. I wonder if it would bother her to know that. Oh. Okay, that's fine. It's kind of anticlimactic when you have to redo this boss, but such is life, I guess.
Shut your goddamn trap.
Ow. Alright, let me...
Goddamn second and let me kill it already.
No, that was the whip. Whip. Now get ready for the nay-nay. Oh my god, I'm comedic fucking genius. Could you not charge at me, please? I don't like it when you do, because it makes me take damage.
Why can't I remember?
Whoop. Whoop. Ah! God damn it. Well, it doesn't do that much damage still, at the very least. Don't charge, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're a real one. Whoa. I did 1 billion damage. Although I'm kind of on my last legs a little bit here. I don't know if I'm supposed to get higher level or if this is just supposed to be a tough fight. I don't really mind tough fights though, so it's fine. However, I mean, we have not done a lot of damage to it. I gotta be honest with you. We're getting there. It's fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is this?
Shit right here, and you're gonna pay.
What? No, I don't know what this is. What's happening?
Lose to you.
Okay, I think the best way to go about this is to just try and, you know, time your dodges, probably. Okay, well, I got hit by a little bit, so that only helped an amount. But, you know, it helps some. I'm gonna take some medicine. How am I supposed to get up there?
I think it's charging up its magic. Get the fuck down here, you.
Okay, it appears it is scripted for me to not be able to get up there. Unless it's not. No, that feels scripted. We're chill.
Okay, that hurt.
Guys, he's right behind me, isn't he? I can't attack, by the way. I think I'm just, like, dead. But not actually dead. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh my god. We are Toho masters. Watch this. Watch this. Nimble. Oh my god. Some fucking masterful fucking dodging here. Oh shit.
Enough already. Please just shut up.
Oh, Toho moment. Oh, dude. Oh, man. God, I have not gotten hit by a single one yet. That is insane. Holy crap. I'm pretty sure it was that's a scripted loss. I would hope. If not, that really sucks. When Kane's eyes, oh yeah, flutter open, she sees a dozen villagers quizzically staring back. After a moment, she realizes she's collapsed on the ground where sharp stones dig at her flesh like... Whatever, that's not important right now. She pulls herself to a knee, rising on unsteady feet and sparing a glance at her surroundings. The fuck? She mutters, what happened? Wasn't I just fighting shades? Her mind races as her hand gropes unconsciously for the blade that had been at her constant companion for so very long. Though she can't explain it, it's clear she has somehow been transported to an entirely new world. Well, not entirely new. She recognizes the hawk-shaped weather vane twisting slowly in the wind above her, as well as the small round tomes with whiffs of smoke drifting into the air, and of course, there are villagers currently staring at her with a mixture of fear and disgust. Oh yes, they are a familiar sight indeed. She is in the Eyrie. She is home. Is something the matter, girl? Kaine spins around at the voice and sees a woman ravaged by time. Her narrow hips barely seem strong enough to hold her body upright, while the shawl wrapped around her thin frame appears ready to fall apart at any moment. Grandma, is that really you? Her grandmother's eyes grow almost comically wide before blinking several times in succession. What's wrong, you fool, girl? Is your head lost in dreams? This is grade A voice acting. Dreams. Could this be a dream? But it feels so real. But she's dead. Grandma's dead. I watched that goddamn shade kill her. So if this isn't a dream, how the hell is she here? Unless those shades killed me too. That must be it. I'm dead, and this is... Oh, stop with the nonsense already. Kaine flinches as her grandmother raises a hand in the air, expecting pain to come as correction for her foolishness. But instead of a blow, her grandmother simply places the hand on her granddaughter's cheek. The warmth of it instantly spreads from her cheek to her face before filling the entire body with a kind of beautiful light. What's wrong, girl? Asks her grandmother. Are you upset? Do you want to go home? Kaine feels tears coming to her eyes and struggles to hold them back. So she still has no idea what is happening. She knows one thing for certain. This is her grandmother. Sorry, I'm not sure where my head was at there. Well, just make sure you keep it attached, her grandmother chuckles as she pulls her hand away. Maybe this is a dream, or maybe I'm already dead, I don't know. By the way, I'm not alone. As long as Grandma's with me, that's enough. Didn't I just tell you to stop spacing out, girl, her grandmother says with a cackle. Here now, hold this. She hands Kaine a large sack filled to bursting with all manner of fruits and vegetables. Damn, Grandma, this is a lot. Well, it's important to treat yourself every now and then. Besides, these villagers may hate us, but the bastards are more than willing to take our money. We'll lend support as we can, even if they have to hold their noses while we do it. Her grandmother trails off, as if trying to remember something, then slowly turns around. Well, what do you know? In all the excitement, I forgot to buy my medicine. A thin smile wavers on her face for a moment before vanishing into a lifetime's worth of crevices and wrinkles, causing Kaine to take a concerned step forward. No, Grandma, that's fine. You go home and rest. I'll get the medicine. Her grandmother hesitates, clearly trying to weigh her own need for rest against her granddaughter's odd behavior of a moment before. Before she can start to argue, Kaine charges ahead, ignoring the small voice in her head that's telling her what a bad idea all of this is. Really, Grandma, it's fine. Go home. I've got this. She pulls her grandmother's ancient wallet from her fingers, an act that requires a surprising amount of strength. Besides, you know how stubborn I am. Once my mind is set, there's no changing it. I wonder where you get that from. Saying that further argument will be useless, her grandmother slowly turns and begins the long journey home. Kaine watches the figure recede from her vision, waiting for what seems an eternity to ensure everything is all right. Once the frail shadow finally vanishes over the horizon, she turns on a heel and makes for the apothecary. Ho there, says an elderly apothecary as Kaine enters the store. Here for Kali's medicine, are you? Though few villagers had ever bothered to learn her grandmother's name, she and the apothecary were old friends. Perhaps that was the reason he'd always shown her kindness when so many others did not. Yeah, if it's not a bother. The shopkeeper immediately sets about his work, deftly pulling bottles and herbs from the shelves and mixing them with practiced hand. Soon a peculiar smell begins to drift through the store, one that immediately reminds Kaine of her childhood. There you are, says the apothecary as he holds out a small cloth bag. Sorry for the wait. Oh, and say, that's a fine portrait you drew of your grandmother. Looks just like her, so it does. Honestly, I've never seen Kali so over the moon about anything. She brags about it every time she stops by. You saw that, says Kaine, her eyes narrowing, said. Portrait was something she had whipped up one day after getting her hands on some crayons. Called to rough would be an act of purest generosity. The idea her grandmother was displaying it around town makes Kaine's stomach want to sink down to her feet before slinking off into a hole somewhere. You bet I saw it, the pleased apothecary says. She brought it all the way here, just show me. My, but it's been a long time since I've seen something so wonderful. Kaine's mind begins to whirl. The picture was shit. She was sure it was shit. And yet, the man's reaction displayed the exact opposite opinion. Is he just being nice to me? The apothecary, as if sensing her skepticism, doubles down. I could really tell you put your heart into it. It was simply wonderful. Thanks, offers Kaine, who just wants the entire conversation to be over. She briefly considers how she's going to make her grandmother cease her little traveling art show, but then realizes that train has likely left the station. Shaking her head to banish her increasingly shrill thoughts, she grips the bag of medicine tightly and turns to leave, but just as she reaches the door, she hears a loud thud from somewhere in the back of the shop. Kaine turns around to see the apothecary crouching on the floor. Hey there, you okay? When the man does not reply, Kaine moves towards him. She assumes he just slipped on something, or perhaps hit his head on the low-hanging shelves in the crowded shop, but the moment she draws close to him, she hears him begin to scream inside her mind. My leg. My leg, my leg, my leg. Oh god, where is my leg? That's what he sounds like, I think. You are back. Welcome back, E-Man. Panic, Kane looks down and discovers that the man's leg is gone. Help me! Screams the voice in her head. Help me! As Kane looks on in horror, the man's fingers begin to shimmer and vanish. He reaches out for her with his other hand, only to find that it too is no longer there. Soon his arms go. Then his legs. Then the side of his face warbles out of existence, causing a stray eyeball to roll out of its socket and onto the floor. Heal, says the voice, if it could be called that anymore. I can... A moment later, what remains of the pitiful shopkeeper collapses into a heap of ash, releasing a small puff into the suddenly silent air. As Kane stumbles back in horror, she hears a cacophony of terror rising up outside. Oh god, what's happening? My arms, where are my arms? Ah, why can't I see? All very accurate depictions of how they probably sound. Kane bursting out of the store and finds herself in a nightmare. Homes slough off to the sides of cliffs, taking up pieces of scaffolding as they fall. Screams echo out everywhere, creating an opera fit for hell. Villagers run in mad circles before exploding into dust, their clothing drifting this way and that as it floats untethered through the air. As she stares at the scene wide-eyed, a single thought suddenly inserts itself into the forefront of her mind. Grandma! Kane breaks into a run, the crumbling world around her suddenly forgotten. She leaps from one piece of falling debris to the next, using them as stepping stones across a world that is increasingly losing cohesion. As she continues her mad dash, flecks of ash are blown into her face, her mouth, her eyes. Ash, 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 ash. Buildings and people all reduced to so many cinders in the wind. Soon she arrives at her childhood home. It was once a place filled of precious memories, a place she regarded as an oasis in an increasingly mad world, but now it is nothing but a pile of ash. As she gapes unbelievingly at the sight, a faint sound suddenly reaches her ears. Kine. She's alive! Grandmother's alive! With a speed born out of panic, she leaps into the giant pile and begins shoving it aside. It stings her eyes and burns her lungs, but she continues on, heedless of the danger. Finally, she pulls a small, blackened form out of the darkness. Come on, Grandma, she whispers. We're getting out of here. Without waiting for a response, Kane gathers her grandmother up in her arms and breaks into a mad run, hoping to escape the chaos. But the wave of ash has become a tsunami. Before she can make it more than a few desperate steps, it reaches out with a cruel hand and overwhelms him. Kane stumbles and falls, sending her and her grandmother into the ashes. One glance at her feet is enough to reveal the culprit. Her right leg has vanished at a point just below the knee. Oh, it'll take more than that to stop me, mutters Kane. She slings her grandmother over her shoulder and begins to crawl away. We're going to make it. We're going to live. As she crawls, the grandmother seems to grow lighter, as if trying to magically reduce the weight of her own burden. And as Kane continues to struggle, she hears a small, soft voice enter her ear. Thank you, Kane. Thank you. But, you know, as the voice drifted away, the last of the pile of ash that used to be her grandmother drifts away on a soft breeze. Kane screams, an impossibly sad and lonely sound, and begins trying to pull the ashes back to her. This can't be happening. It can't be happening. But the ashes are mingling with all the other detritus from the collapsed village, and soon she can no longer tell which particles belong to who. Come on, come the fuck on already. She continues her frantic digging. Her hand suddenly closes around a piece of soft, ragged fabric. Her grandmother's shawl. Darn. I knew this place was a lie. I knew it, and I still couldn't do anything. Very accurate reading, yet again. I should be a voice actor. I couldn't save anyone. I couldn't even escape. I just felt the peace in the place, and I accepted it. I wanted it. That's why there was nothing here. No reason to live, no goal, no anything. So this is why I'm... Say! Suddenly a new voice enters Kane's world.
Say, can you hear me?
Grimoire voice! After a moment, the voice calls out again, louder, clearer.
Now then, you wish to get him back, hmm?
Him, replied Kane. Who are you talking about?
For the love of all the heavens, I always did know you were a handful.
Though the voice immediately begins to grate on Kane's nerves, there is something else as well, a kind of warmth, almost a familiarity.
I'm so daft that you have already forgotten one of your beloved traveling companions and friends?
Says the voice, which causes something deep in Kane's memories to surge forth. That's right, I had friends, and I was fighting to get one of them back. At this realization, a blinding radiant beam of light shoots out across the ash-covered world. Covering her eyes with one trembling hand, Kane reaches for it.
Do hurry back now. hussy.
Okay, on my way. Yeah, we chill.
What is the matter? Do you still not remember?
Hi, Vice.
You've not time to become lost in your thoughts.
Right. Okay. Let's get him back!
Wow. Power of Grimoire Vice grants you the use of magic. Wow, look at that. They really do grant me the use of magic. They weren't lying.
Magic, yes? Then give us a show, hussy.
I like how they became like digital.
To take out
That's
this
neat.
goddamn fuck waffle.
Yeah, the fuck waffle. Oh, fuck waffle time. Maybe don't say that one. You know, good sentiment.
Power to knock the creature down with magic.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Don't worry. Amazing. I'm so good at this game, I think.
Well done. Now clobber the beast.
Oh, he's getting so clobbered. Oh my god. This fucking beast is so clobbered. It's clobbering time. Whose catchphrase is that? It's clobbering time. Is that a real catchphrase of someone? I feel like that's a thing. Maybe that's just like fucking Raphael from Ninja Turtles. I don't really know.
Yes.
Thanks.
Have you been in your cups again?
Fuck your face.
That's more like it.
I like them a lot. I do. The game has a lot to complain about, but I don't think the characters are one of the things. Not that I hate the game, just, you know, as I've mentioned before, the gameplay can be pretty repetitive just by nature.
What you're attempting is extreme.
Obviously, the,
Damn it, book.
I see.
you know, repetitiveness of having to redo, like, parts of the game over and over are not exactly super great. It's not terrible, it's fine, but, you know. Yeah, get his ass. Oh yeah, really. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh, holy shit. Do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side.
Resolution waver before mere illusions again, hussy.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll do what needs to be done.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm fucking these shits up, dude. Absolutely fucking killing it. I can probably, this would be the time. Oh, I can kill these guys. I didn't even know. That would make this section a bit easier. Now, you know that I know that, I think, yes. You just be killing them. Don't get on here rapping. I'm stacking, making it happen. Ow. Well, fuck. You know, I should take some medicine just before I forget. Even if it's not necessary, probably a good idea. Oh, he back. Yo. Guess who's back? Back again. I don't know. Oh, that is it. You stinky little stinker 10. You're getting shit on today. Yes, sir. Look at that. Absolute shit on autonomy. Yes. Those are words that I am saying, and they are real, even though they're not real. I lied. We're doing it. Oh my god. That feels like a good chunk of damage just doing this. Oh, hi. Don't do that. Oh, never mind. This is chill. We've done it. We're gamer. This is just like Sonic Frontiers. Why did Sonic Frontiers decide to do this for their final boss? I don't mind it, but it's just like, huh. I thought it was really cool, honestly. But yeah, it wasn't very Sonic-y. I must admit. It was cool though. I mean, I liked it. Absolutely insane making a fucking shmup section for the final bit of Sonic. Nutty. Yeah, get his ass. Oh my god. We've almost got him. Kinda, you're getting killed. Yeah, kinda, get him. Kinda, get him. I'm working on it. Oh, I'm trapped. Oh, it's fine. I can, yeah. Am I gonna make a big giant hand? Or the spikes? Yes, the hand, the cube hand. This is just like Minecraft. I like how he's like, you know, how do you use magic, don't you? As if, like, all fucking magic just, I don't know, apparently operates the same. You know how to use a little bit of it? You can use all of it. Yo, it's the fucking, whoa! God damn, you're pulling out all the stops.
So this is a replicant's potential.
I don't know what that means.
Don't go. Go back. Don't go.
Shut up! I already made up my mind. Nobody tells me what to do. I swore I would be a sword. I swore that I would be your sword. Do you hear me? So I am going to get you back, and I don't care what it takes. Who the fuck do you think you are to just up and disappear like that, huh? I'm the one who gets to decide what my life means to me.
Yeah!
It's my life, and I'll do whatever I want with it.
Yeah!
So quit wasting time like a brainless fuckwit and get your ass back here now!
So true. Man, again, I've said it multiple times, but I really love Laura Bailey's voice acting. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Look at that. Do you want to recover the person you cherish? What happens if you say no? I'm gonna say yes, because I don't want to say no. But, you know. Oh, good night, E-Man. No problem. The stream's about over anyways. If you choose this option, your current save data will be erased and the save data deleted and ending D will be restored. Are you sure about this? Yes. Once your save data has been restored, the save data will be erased, so you can only choose this option once. Are you real sure? Yes. 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 It is Adam, by the way. They're back. Oh, we have to watch this. We have to watch all this data be restored. All right. I mean, sure. Fine. I get the idea, but like, fine. More Bailey legendary. It's so true. The weapons. It says weapon collection 78%, but I thought we had all the weapons. That was like their requirement. No, who fucking knows? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Notes. Wow. It's cool that they added this ending in. You know, in the remake and everything. Gives you more to do. And of course, it ties it into Automata. And like, it's still kind of a, I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's still cool to have. I still appreciate it. It took us less time than I expected. I honestly thought we would be closer to 4 hours, maybe 5 if it went on extra long. But no, we're here at about 3 hours. Select a file to restore the lost save data to. I guess that one, yep. There we go. Oh, that one only restored endings A's and B, though. Oh, well, that makes sense. And I don't real again, this is the part that I don't totally get. I don't know why that blooms a flower. A giant one at that. I don't totally get it. It's just a thing that happens.
Our journey may have been meaningless.
Our past may have been a mistake.
But we're not going back.
Even if this world comes to an end.
Because this is the world with the people we cherish.
So true. You know, and again, it's like, okay, so they reconstruct him from like old memories. I don't know what the flower be doing there. I gotta be honest. I don't get it. I suppose you could be like, because they're like, oh, the possible timelines are converging with the one we currently inhabit. Ugh. So I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if you keep all the memory in a tree, I guess it's not like that far-fetched to be like, oh, I don't know, to you know, join these timelines or whatever, you need this flower had to be fucking created, because of course it did, just cuz. Okay, fine. I mean, like, I can accept that. I think it's more just, you know, cinematic. Wink wonk, wink wonk. I think it's more just for cinematic sake and like thematicness more than like, oh, because it makes sense. You know, I feel like almost a lot of, I don't know for sure what his process is like, of course, but, you know, I feel like a lot of Yoko Taro content is like, okay, I think it'd be cool if this happened, if this happened, if this was the lore, if this was the backstory, if this was the context. I don't know how those interact, though, and then they just kind of, like, you know, try and shove squares into circle holes, kind of. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that is what it feels like sometimes. And I don't think that's necessarily a problem, because people go crazy. People go crazy for convoluted lore. I mean, you know, look at fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. People like to talk about like what they think it means, how they think it happened, you know, this, that, and the other. And besides, I mean, like I said, this could very possibly have like, you know, an actual explanation behind it that I just haven't read, for all I know. But very cool. Yeah, you know, I can give my final thoughts on the game or whatever, I suppose, now they've finished everything. I mean, I've played this game before, so I knew what I was working towards. It's not the best streaming game for every single ending, because it's so repetitive. I don't mind it in a single-player experience as much, but it's, no matter what, it's still definitely convoluted. You know, to do the same ending. What a bot, by the way. It's still convoluted, though, no matter what, to have the player, you know, replay the second half of the game, like, 3 times. Well, yeah, I mean, replay it 2 times, play it 3 times total, and play the first, like, quarter of the game or whatever it is. You know, over a second time as well. That's just a whole lot to get to, like, a last ending that doesn't necessarily, like, you know, that you could just also watch on YouTube if you really wanted. But of course, it makes it feel worth it, I will say. You know what I mean? It does make it feel good. Like, oh, look at me. I did all this, and this was my reward. I got this new, true, epic ending E. Isn't that cool? And it is. They're very cool. Well, good job, Phil Rogers! You know, music very quiet, but it's bopping, I promise. But yeah, dude. I do like this game a lot. I think it's very, for one, also, I think it's very pretty. I think that the story, while a little convoluted and a little hard to understand, even if you like Google answers, is exciting, you know, to go through and experience, especially on your first playthrough. I think that's really cool. So true. And then I don't know, I like between this and Automata, I think that Automata has the better gameplay loop, probably, because I think its world is a tiny bit larger, and I think that there is more variety in what you actually do. But I think that the story of this might be slightly more gripping, possibly. And I do think that it's cool to play this game after Automata and be like, oh, whoa, here's, you know, there's not, there are dots to connect, although, like, not a lot of them are kind of unclear, in my opinion. But being like, oh, look at that, here's the, you know, this is why there's androids, this is why humanity's extinct, etc., etc. Although it doesn't explain, like, aliens, which is a plot point in Automata, you know what I mean? Parting greeting has been added to the options menu. Visit that woman's house to acquire a new weapon. So we're gonna look at the parting greeting, which I think is just like people from the, you know, oh, I like that how the title screen is like that now, which I think a parting greeting is just, you know, from the cast being like, thanks for playing the game. But we'll look into it real quick.
All right, is everybody here?
Present and accounted for.
You betcha.
Sure. All right then. Dear players, the game is over, and we have a special message.
I like how they specify, like, oh, the game's over.
Thank you for playing.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yona, why aren't you in bed?
Oh, hey! It's my big brother. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to miss this.
Try and take it easy on her, okay? Yeah, you wouldn't turn down a request from your adorable little sister.
It's endearing, though.
Devila, you're here too?
Looks like you're having yourself a grand old time, sunshine.
Okay, who was that?
Shut up, Tyrion. You'll just make things complicated.
We haven't all the time in the world. Let us finish what we came here to do.
Yogi.
So it's really gonna be over, huh? Does that make anyone else feel sad?
An itty bitty bit.
Eventually. But hey, I'm sure we'll meet again.
Will we?
You really think so?
I'm getting hungry over here. Want to hurry this up?
All right. Once again, from the top.
Dear players, the game is over, and we have a special message for you. Ready? 1, 2... Thank you for playing!
Got a little out of sync, Yona. But, you know, I won't be too hard on you. Yeah, I think it's funny how they're like, oh, this is the end of the game. You did it. Like, because you go through all these endings, you get to ending E. And if you don't look online like a normal person, you know, you might not know. You're like, is ending E it? You know, and so it's like this confirms it for you. Like, nope. No, that's actually it. You did it this time. That's good, though. Well, you know, end of this stream and all. Very fun, very epic, very cool. I'm glad to finally be done with this game. At the same time, it's a little sad to see it go. I mean, I'm glad that I streamed it all the way through. I do like to log these things and have them on my VOD list. And all that good stuff. I mean, this is not one of my favorite games necessarily, but it is a game that I, you know, remember fondly from my playthrough when it came out, of course. 2 years ago or whenever that was. 3 years ago? Was it before? I want to say it was before COVID, but maybe not. Maybe it was the first year of COVID. I'm not really sure. Point being, it's good stuff. I enjoy it. Ah, good. No, shut up. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, that's that. You know, anyone who's here, I appreciate you watching. You know, anyone with the VOD, I appreciate watching the VOD. Anyone, etc., 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 I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys the next time that I see you, hopefully. And hopefully out I mean, that's literally what will happen. You'll see me the next time you see me. That makes sense. But yes, I hope to see you again. Hopefully, that makes more sense. See you, Niles. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, good night and stuff. And I'll try and stream probably Monday. I don't think I can Sunday, but Monday, yes. Okay, bye-bye, guys.